Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Okay. Let's get it started. Let me see. All right. We back, y'all. We back. I was supposed to do a little bit earlier. I was just talking with the Bake fam. And so we're gonna look at some more builds. I think some people posted some more builds. Other content creators, like I said, there was a lot of content creators that went to Community Day. So let's check out some more builds. And let's talk a little bit. Let's go over some of your thoughts on some of the builds you've seen today, and do you have any ideas of the builds you guys plan to make next week? Because we're less than a week away, right? We're 6 days away. All right, so let's look and see who we got up. I think Swag. Hold on, let me switch the screen for y'all. I think Swag has posted his build. He's part of the Black Market Group, which is Joe Knows' team. So we're gonna look what his pure lock is looking like. 6'7". Okay, his build looks similar to what Laker Fan did. So curious to see what these look like. And Swag had some pretty good builds last year. So
what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Swag back at it again with another. This time, man,
you guys haven't already.
You guys already saw my Legend Demigod point guard build that I dropped earlier. This is gonna be my lock down build, specifically made for Pro-Am. A pure lock made for Pro-Am. I got hash locks. I got locks for Park, all coming soon. But this one in specific is gonna be a pure Pro-Am lockdown. I tested out the 6'6s, 6'7s. I looked at the different heights, even 6'8s, and 6'7s for the pure locks. Again, the pure locks.
What up, Talib?
6'7s did seem to be the best height. Compared to 2K24, if you guys remember, you always used to go heavyweight because all that really mattered. Excel didn't matter at all on the lockdown, because Excel had to do with like speed boosting and like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't really tie into defense at all. But now that they changed acceleration for agility, you guys are going to see that agility does matter a lot for lockdowns, because it does tie to a lot of badges. So we're not going to go super heavy. We're going to go with 222 pounds, which, as you see, does give us that 85 agility, which is for a reason, does serve a purpose. Obviously, we're going to go max wingspan to be, you know what I'm saying, the best defender we can be. Now, going straight to the build, we're going to max out our 3. It goes to a 79. Going 78 in specific does give you that set shot specialist, which is kind of like Claymore. Usually in past 2Ks, you would max out your midi to try to get all those extra badges. If you guys remember like Bowers build and like other Prime builds, a big trend was to get super high midi to unlock bases, to unlock different badges. The only badge that you get for using all those attributes on mid-range and upgrading your mid-range that high is Deadeye on silver instead of bronze. If you want to tweak the build after, you're gonna see after everything we get, if you do want to move some stuff around to have that mid-range, you can do that. But for this build, man, we're not gonna upgrade our mid-range. We're just gonna keep the 3 out of 79 and keep the mid-range at a minimum to a 69. Just because it was expensive to do so, you're gonna see with everything else that we wanted on the build, we just couldn't afford it. For free throw, we're gonna go with the 75. Like I said, this is a Pro-Am build, so you want to be able to shoot decent amount of free throws, nothing too crazy. Now for steal,
92,
you guys gotta know we're going 99. We're going 99 steal, 97 perimeter. Now 97 does unlock Hall of Fame Challenger. 99 is for Legend. Again, couldn't afford to get 99. But the 99 steal does give you Legend Glove, Legend Interceptor, which for a pure lock, what more can you ask for? That's gonna be your main job, is to play on ball as a pure lock. The stuff that people were saying that I did see a lot of people who went to community day and through the gameplay videos, I'm pretty sure you guys probably saw it as well. They were saying that a lot of the steals this year are bump steals, and they didn't really necessarily see a lot of like on-ball pluck animations. To be fair, a lot of the people that we played with in the Play Now games and in the My Team stuff that people were playing, they don't have legend badges. They didn't have like 99 steal. So it's kind of hard to say if on-ball plucks are still effective. So maybe you don't even need 99. Maybe if you're just running around going for blitz steals all game, like that's a good method as well. Obviously for pure lock, we're gonna go with the 99 steal for the legend glove. I'm not saying it's a must, but you know what I'm saying? As you saw, we only have silver pick dodger and silver on-ball menace. Now you might be confused, like we have 97 perimeter. Why is pick dodger so low? Why is on-ball menace so low? This is what I was saying about agility and lock being important. So you actually want to upgrade your agility to an 85 is what you need, which is why we went with 222 pounds. Gotcha. You need an 85 agility for that Hall of Fame pick dodger, and I believe it was 84 for Hall of Fame on-ball pest. You guys already know what pick dodger does. It's a badge that's been through multiple 2Ks, help you get through screens. On-ball menace though, relentless perimeter defender. Not sure exactly what that means. I wish they went a little bit more in depth with the badges, because relentless perimeter defender can mean a lot of things. We don't really know exactly what it does. If it allows you to get more bumps, if you get more cutoffs, if you know what I'm saying. But obviously it's a defensive badge that you're gonna want to have high. So
wait, how y'all feel about screen? How y'all feel like screens? What I seen the screen is gonna be killer this year. How you feel about screens? I feel like screen is gonna be kind of killer this year. So you might, I don't know, you might need that pick dodger. Yeah, because also think about it, y'all. If you're the bigs or stage, they're gonna probably have Hall of Fame, and then they're gonna use whatever points to their cap breakers to get to legend screens, y'all. It's gonna be crazy. So you already know y'all got to be ready for that.
So we want the 85 agility. Being a lockdown, you do want speed, especially again if you guys saw my guard build. Small guards look like they're back, and small guards are definitely going to be fast. So you want to have that speed to be able to keep up with them. So we're gonna go with 84 speed. Now strength, we're gonna go with only an 82 strength. Now usually in past 2Ks, people were going like 95 strength and stuff like that. You couldn't really afford to get it, even if you did have the attributes for it. The only way to get more.
Yo, so no more stocky locks, right? So you can't have a big lock with high perimeter, like we did in 24. You got to pick either, or you're going to be strong and no legend badges, right? Because the agility ties in the, looks like maybe on-ball menace and pick dodger. So you're going to have to really pick and choose this year. You can't have both. You can't have both, so you have to pick a middle ground, so it makes sense.
More strength was to upgrade your weight, and then if you upgrade your weight, you lose agility, so you're losing like the perimeter badges like pick dodger, like on-ball menace. So I think badges that's tied to your agility are more important than badges that are tied to strength, like immovable. Even though with an 82 strength we still get silver immovable, so that's not bad. Demetrius. And then now for block, I vouch for block heavy, whether it's 2 guard builds, lock builds. I know you're strictly in prime, you're usually only guarding the perimeter, but having block, especially that 68 for bronze chase down, or this year bronze high flying denier, if it works the same as last year, block does help you with jump contests. So not only helping you in the paint and potentially getting blocks, which you can with only a 68 if it's, like I said, similar to last year, but having that 68 rating and bronze chase down does help you get better jump contests in the perimeter. If you guys remember, if you guys played last year, you would know that someone with like a 25 block won't get as good as a jump, or that would lead to a less of a contest than someone who had block and got like a further lunge on the jump and got better contest. So even if it's a pure lock and you're thinking you're only guarding perimeter, I would still recommend going 68 block just for that high flying denied badge on bronze. Now it does suck that we do have to stop at 68 because paint controller, which is pretty much anchor, you do need a 74 block and a 60 interior. We have the interior, which went up by default, but 74 block just couldn't afford to get it. If anchor is something you want, for instances like park, which I do have a separate build, lock build strictly for park. So that's why I feel like this year it's gonna be, I feel like you're gonna need multiple different builds to have like a mode for a specific game mode, because a prime, a lock.
Y'all hear that though, y'all? People gonna have like, I know I just said it on Bake Stream. I feel like 2K25 is going to be 2K's highest grossing year ever, because people are going to make a lot of builds. They're going to spend a lot of money on this 2K, y'all. Mark my words. This is going to be the highest selling 2K ever. Highest grossing 2K. I'm not selling as far as units, but highest grossing for sure. Just because I feel like people are going to make a lot of builds. A lot of builds.
for Pro-Am is going to be made different than a lock for Park. Like my lock build for Park is going to have like block and rebounding and like different aspects to the build that works better in Park than in Pro-Am. But if you guys are interested in the Paint Patroller or Anchor Badge, you do need a 74 block for it. So if you want to tweak some things after there to get that, you can. But for me, I only went with the 68 block. Now moving on to the finishing. Hopefully standing dunk is similar to last year. As you guys know, in 2K24, standing dunks were super OP. Not really only for the jab step, because Bauer, which was our lock last year, he didn't know how to jab step at all, or even meter dunk, standing dunk, to be honest. And he was still really effective in the paint, just because on cuts, on hash cuts, backdoor cuts, him getting hit, you would activate a standing dunk a lot of the time. So having high standing is really beneficial. Hopefully it's the same this year. That's what I'm thinking about. Hopefully it carried on to this year where standing dunk is still effective. So we're gonna go with a 75 driving and a 65 standing. Now the difference is now, before last year, you can upgrade your standing and barely have driving dunk on. If you guys remember the lock build from last year, it had like, what was it, like 85 standing dunk and only like a 45 or only like a 50 driving dunk. So the correlation, there was a bigger gap, but just by default, I didn't touch my driving dunk at all. And it's already at a 65 just because it's tied to your standing dunk. So you do have to be cautious of that. That's another thing I was saying of, even though you get more attributes in 2K25, it does seem like, because a lot of things are tied together, you don't really have the ability to use those extra attributes in a way that you would want to use them. Like if it was to me, I would much rather have low driving dunk and maybe max out my midi, but that's not the case. Same thing with post control. Post control is already almost out of 50, just because of the other stuff that we raised. So we were already a 98 overall. If you guys want to maybe add to your mid range, you can do that. You get like a 79 mid range. I know pass hack is super low. Trust me, I wish you can get pass hack, but I feel like this year pure logs, I don't think they can afford to get pass hack unless you want to have like no finishing at all and just be like can't dunk, can't standing dunk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you can fit pass hack because it is kind of expensive. I mean, you can raise it a little bit here and get like 30 something pass hack, but it's not a crazy thing for locks that not have pass hack. If you guys remember in 2K24, a lot of comp locks went out there with 25 pass hack, 30 something pass hack. So you're not really throwing lobs on a lock. You're not really dotting teammates. You're most like just catch and shoot in the corner. If you don't have the shot, you're resetting the person who's like right next to you for them to reset the point guard. So that is one thing you have to sacrifice, and one thing that is really bad on this build is the pass accuracy. We'll have to see if they change the dynamic of pass accuracy in this 2K. If it's like super sluggish passes that get stolen every single time, then maybe we would have to change the build. But if it's anything like last year with the pass hack, then having low pass hack on the lock isn't anything crazy. But like I said, you can add to the speed if you want, get a little bit extra speed. What I decided to do though, and because it was super cheap, was upgrade my post control. If you guys watch my gameplay breakdown, with the jab step being gone, I feel like post control is really going to be effective this year because you can't just catch it down there and just jab, go with a standing dunk. Now you'll be able to utilize stuff like post up poet, post powerhouse, which you have a mismatch on you, guard on you, two guard on you. Maybe they don't have that high defense. You can post spin off them, you can back them down, post fade. Post fades might not be that good with the low mid range, but definitely like post spins, drop steps into the standing dunk, which you do have a decently high standing dunk, and it's super cheap. You can decide what to do with these extra attributes. I feel like using it for the post control is the best option because, like I said, it adds to your bag, allows you to be more offensive oriented. But yeah, man, the only thing that's really, really bad about the build, like I said, is the pass hack. But you got the 99 steal, 97 perimeter, half pick dodger, legend glove, legend interceptor, bronze chase down, high agility, high speed, decent strength, and 82. High standing, still 65 driving, which like I said, I'm always comparing it to last year because that's what we all know, 2K24. 65 did unlock a lot of good packages. The athletic hangs off one, some other good packages that were unlocked at 65. What up, Nick? So just the driving dunk itself is pretty good. Standing dunk is not that bad in 75, and then also post control, like I said. If you guys noticed though, one thing, and I mentioned this before, like the driving dunk and standing dunk, like the driving dunk going up by default. Things like ball handle and speed with ball, which ball handle being a 57 doesn't do anything for me. Speed with ball being 59 that high doesn't really do anything for me. Like I'm not planning to speed boost or dribble on a lockdown, but I cannot lower it because it's tied to my other attributes that I do need, like my agility, like my speed. You upgrade those things, and your speed with ball and ball handle go up by default. So again, it goes back to you get more attributes, but you can't really use those attributes like you like. Because if it was for me, I would have super low speed with ball, no ball handle. I'm not gonna dribble, and I'll get more pass accuracy, I'll get more standing dunk, get that mid range or different other aspects you can add to the build. But it kind of sucks that you have to have things so high that you don't use. Another thing is the close shot. Don't really think you can use, like you plan on using close shot on a lock. Maybe with post control you can like drop step and close shot, but usually you wouldn't have close shot that high on a lock build. I threw the rest of my extra attributes on free throw. Like I said, this is a Pro-Am build, so free throw is gonna help you make free throws. But as we go to the shades of them, we get Ron Artest, OG, and Mikal Bridges, and we get the name Greeny Wing. not a really good name. I got some different builds that you guys are gonna see later in the future. Like my other lock builds do get some unique names, but for the pure of the 2K25 and the 2K24. Now with this specific build, small forward lockdown, 6'7", 222 pounds. One thing I did notice as well, max wingspan for a 6'7" is 7'3" wingspan, while on 2K24 you can get a 7'4" wingspan. I'm not sure if they what's the correlation with that. I don't know if that was supposed to be like that, but just to mimic it and copy it correctly, I'm not gonna go max wingspan on 2K24. I'm just gonna go 7'3" because that is the max wingspan. Unless I just messed up on 2K25 and didn't go max. I don't think I did, but I'm just gonna keep it 7'3" wingspan. Now for the steel, we're gonna copy it exactly. We're gonna go with the 99 steel, 97 perimeter. This, like I said, this lock build is gonna be super similar to the 2K25. Unlike if you guys saw my guard, the 5'9" demigod build, it was super. Like the 2K24, you couldn't nearly get as much as the 2K25, but with the lock, you're gonna see that we follow everything correctly. Stuff I did want to emphasize though, look how when I upgrade my speed on 2K24, my speed with ball does go up a little bit. As you see, like speed with ball and speed has that correlation. So if I want 84 speed on 2K24, I need to have that 34 speed with ball, because if I lower my speed with ball under 34, my speed begins to go down. The difference is with 2K25, once you upgrade if you upgrade your speed with ball and ball handle go up way more than just this little bit. Like my speed with ball only went up a couple takes. I'm still only in the 30s. Meanwhile, as you can see on the right side, 2K25, my ball handle's at 57, my speed with ball is at 59. So all that is attributes that we're technically wasting, because like I said, we're not doing anything with 59 speed with ball. We're not doing anything with 57 ball handle. So those are that's kind of the difference between the two builders. As you can see, we maxed out, and even on a 6'7", 222, I know, like I said, acceleration and agility are different. But 6'7", 222 pounds, I can only get 78 XL, while on 2K25 you can get 85 agility. So like I said, take that with a grain of salt. They are two different types of attributes. But let's keep following the builder. We're gonna go 79-3, 69 dunk with the 79 free throw again to try to copy it as much as possible. I'm just skipping over the playmaking for now to show you guys why it's such a big factor of how the playmaking goes up by itself on 2K25. And another thing with the standing dunk, I mentioned this before. The standing dunk, I raised it to a 75 like I have on 2K25, but instead of my driving dunk being a 60, my driving dunk was only a 35. Again, I'm raising my driving dunk on 2K24 on purpose to try to copy the builder exactly. But if I wanted a 75 standing without touching driving dunk, my driving dunk could have been a 35. Again, that's what makes the builder so different, is that there's a lot of forced attributes.
What up,
so
Bill?
65 driving, 77 post control. Which if you guys remember, when I was making the 2K25, my post control was almost a 50. Before touching anything here, it was only a 25.
What up, True?
72. Again, I didn't touch close shot on my 2K25. I didn't purposely upgrade my close shot to a 72. It was there by default. Meanwhile, close shot here, by upgrading everything else, my close shot was still only in the 40s or 30s. So that's another big aspect of attributes that go up by itself. So pretty much right now we have almost all the attributes the same except the playmaking. Now we're gonna head into playmaking. We're gonna go with 32 pass hack. But you can see the difference here. Without it affecting your playmaking, without having that extra ball handle, extra speed with ball, you're able to get an extra perimeter. You're able to get a lot more stuff. So technically, yeah, you do have more attributes on 2K25 than in 2K24. But I'm going to repeat myself. It's wasted attributes with the correlation of attributes in certain things. So ball handle, we were only able to get it to 56, not even a 57. Speed with ball, still only a 34, while in 2K25 it was a 59. And then we're at 99 overall just by throwing the last little bit on free throw. But that's it, man. That's the comparison. It's going to be, I feel like the best way to utilize the 2K25 builder is upgrading things that are already kind of upgraded, if that makes sense. So that's why I went with the post control, because my post control was already a 50. I'm not going to do anything with a 50 post control, so why not upgrade it a little bit more for the cheap to get a decent amount of post control like we did in 77. That allows you to get like some post badges and allows you to work in the post. So it's going to be interesting to see the type of builds people make. But that's the comparison of 2K24 and 2K25 block build. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Type if it's an L build, W build, what we would change, if you like it just how it is.
This 6'5" perimeter shot creator has a 96 3-point rating for access to every shooting badge on Hall of Fame and a 94 steal rating for Hall of Fame interceptor, making this one of the best two-way sharpshooting builds so far in NBA 2K25. This is the tallest height that can get this combination of shooting and defense badges, making it one of a kind. I'm going to go through this whole build and explain each attribute, each badge, and all of the animations that this build unlocks. Now, if you guys know me, I normally post on NBA 2K Lab, but I'm going to start posting some videos over here as well, so if you could consider dropping a sub, it'd be greatly appreciated. But let's get right into it. Now, I chose to make a 6'5" build to get access to the best shooting badges possible, because at 6'6", you're still capped at a 94 3-point rating, which means you can't get most Hall of Fame shooting badges besides Hall of Fame set shot specialist without using a max +1, or by just upgrading your mid-range. A max +1 badge perk is an unlockable reward that allows you to increase your badges one level past its maximum potential. And we'll talk more about where I plan on using mine later in the video. Matter of fact, comment down below which legend shooting badge you think will be the most powerful in NBA 2K25. I'm wondering if Limitless will be making a comeback. And then real quick, guys, if you want to know all the badge and animation requirements for NBA 2K25, NBA2KLab.com already has all of that in one place right now, so you can get a head start on how to shape your builds. I use these free tools every time I make a build, and it's extremely useful and convenient to make sure you don't miss out on any crucial thresholds. But let's get back to the build, and starting with defense, you can see I went with a 6'7" wingspan, which maxes out our shooting at a 96 3-point rating, but this wingspan also allows me to get just enough steal rating for Hall of Fame interceptor. And when I played at Community Day, bump steals and lane steals felt especially good, and it feels like interceptor might be back in NBA 2K25. And with the court size feeling more spacious this year, you might need interceptor more than ever. You still have access to Gold Glove, but in my short experience playing this game, plug steals were a little less frequent than they were in 2K24. We also went with a 74 perimeter defense, which was only brought up by the steal rating, but it's the perfect budget threshold because you get access to basic defensive bronze badges such as Challenger, Pick Dodger, and On-Ball Menace, which is essentially the new Clamps badge. This build will have to rely on being 6'5" since we have no interior or block, which is actually one thing I might try to get if I remade this build, but overall I think this build can be an effective defender, especially when it comes to generating turnovers. Moving on to the playmaking, I went with an 86 ball handle, and at the time we didn't know animation requirements, but I still feel like it's a great threshold for most of the good dribble 6. This is an attribute that's subject to change in a future build, but it's still solid considering the fact you can add your cap breakers later on if you did want access to better animations. We still don't know what the best moves are, so this is a tough attribute to fully decide on. The one thing I'm not sold on though is the silver unpluckable, but that's also to be determined until we know how good pluck steals are. But moving on to speed with ball, I went with a 75 for silver lightning launch, which should be more than enough to get open for easy looks on the perimeter. We'll get a better idea of what we need when it comes to speed with ball when we figure out the good dribble styles, but I decided to go with more steal instead of more speed with ball on this particular build. And then a 71 pass accuracy, which doesn't unlock many.
Now I might go with if it was my first build, I might go with more speed with ball, just because we don't know the dribble styles, right, and which ones are effective. But technically, chat, they should be the same, not the same. We should have more applicable dribble styles. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think we should have more applicable dribble styles this year? We might. 75 might be good enough. 75 might be good enough to do. I think this is a two-way sharpshooter build. What speed I'm watching? I think it's like 1.5. 1.5
pass styles, but you do get silver dimer. But I personally do enjoy having more pass accuracy on my builds in general, so this might be something I look at in about a week or so. But with the other playmaking thresholds on this build, you'll still be a deadly secondary ball handler. Now onto what makes this build great is the shooting ability. And as a shooting guard, I plan to shoot the ball, so I went with a 96 3-point rating, which gives us access to all of the Hall of Fame shooting badges. That means limitless range, deadeye, shifty shooter, and set shot specialist all at Hall of Fame. Not to mention, and this is my favorite part, is that I also have the option to increase any of those shooting badges to legend when I unlock the max +1 badge perk. Now a lot of sharpshooting builds will probably be made at shorter heights for things like mini marksman and just more attributes in general, but I still feel like height will play a big factor when it comes to contest and release points. And if everything stays the same, 6'5" will still be the shortest height to unlock the wing jumpers. I'll be making this build on day 1, or at least a close iteration of this build, and I plan to mainly play rec and potentially some park as well. And I don't know if you guys have heard yet, but your rebirth build maxes out at your highest players overall, so there's a good chance I'll be grinding this build out heavily before making my other builds. So with that being said, definitely stay tuned for my final day 1 build. But moving on to finishing, I gave this build a 75 driving dunk, which will get you some basic and presumably effective packages. And you'll also get bronze posterizer with the new 65 vertical requirement just for good measure. But if you prefer to go with a decent layup over dunk rating, you should be able to save some attribute points to round out the rest of your build. But for me personally, I prefer to have at least decent dunk. I went with an 85 speed, which doesn't unlock anything, but it's always good to have, so that's something that could be potentially tweaked as well. And then I went with a 77 agility for gold slippery off ball, and at 76 agility you unlock Hall of Fame shifty shooter with that 96 3-point requirement. And then lastly we have a 65 vertical, which is the new posterizer requirement for bronze. Now a couple things I was thinking about when making the build was how much more I could have gotten by maybe lowering my steal to 85 for gold interceptor, or maybe lowering my speed a bit since I didn't unlock anything with higher speed. But with those things being lowered, I could probably finesse some contact dunks or do something else really cool with the build. So just keep in mind there's definitely
This is kind of like 2K20 builds, y'all. Is it not? This is kind of like 2K20 builds. You going higher speed with ball on your 6'5"? Yeah, I think higher speed with ball will be the move, just so you have access to other dribble styles to try. Like your first build, like my first build is going, it'll probably have higher attributes, especially ball handling, than maybe I need, but I just want to be able to test different dribble moves, right? We want to test all the different dribble moves, dribble styles, and just understand what we can be good with. So the first build is for me, it's a fill out build to kind of fill out all the different moves and stuff like that in badge levels, and see which ones will be advantageous for what I'm trying to do and which ones are not. Like a 96, I probably won't have a 96.3, but I get what he was trying to do with this build.
A lot of ways to make unique builds. For this build in particular, I just wanted to see what Hall of Fame defense and shooting badges look like on the tallest build possible, and it looks like this build can be really effective. Now, thank you all for watching. I got a ton of more builds coming out soon. I'll be doing a ton of build content on my channel, as well as NBA 2.
I don't think I want to do I don't think I want to do low agility. You ain't got no strength on here too, so you have to pick your poison in this one. This is not like 24. What people say about the build? Am I saying that? Where we at? Was this grinding his 6'8"? This is 6'8"? 8 hours ago. Alright, then we're gonna check Joe's nose out.
Workout buddy for life. I'm for life.
Lil Jon and Natural Vitality here with a tip to help you turn up what? The way you turn down.
This 6'8" Demigod ISO build gets a 92 perimeter defense, so you get the gold badges of a pure lockdown defender. Gets a 92 mid-range, so you get all gold shooting badges like a pure sharpshooter. Gets an 89 driving dunk and 78 vertical, so you unlock all the pro contact dunk animations. And on top of all that, has nearly a maxed out speed and maxed out agility, so you are as fast as a 6'8" can possibly be. Oh, and speaking of fast, did I mention that we're gonna use our max +1 on on Lightning Launch, which will give us Gold Lightning Launch to compete against the small guard. I even found a way to get Legend Challenger or Legend Glove on this build. Yeah, this video is gonna be insane. Today we make a 6'8" that can ISO, play lockdown defense, green from Narnia, and slash with the best of them. What's up, Simply Squad? It's your boy, Build Guru, grinding, and I need y'all to drop a like right now, because the second this video hits 1K likes, I will drop a 6'3" Ja Morant offensive menace build that gets a 93 driving dunk, which means you get gold posterizer, as well as all the best contact dunks in the entire game, a 94 3-point rating, which means you get every shooting badge on gold, with limitless range being with higher shooting and a lower wingspan, and one with lower shooting and a higher wingspan. The one I talked about in the intro is the first one we're gonna cover, which is the higher shooting and lower wingspan build, because I just think at the start of 2K, it's just nice to have higher shooting badges so you can green more often. Also in this video, I'm gonna fully explain cap breakers and max +1. So if you're still confused about that, don't worry, I got you. So first, if y'all don't know, 2K capped the height of point guard builds. The tallest height you can be as a point guard.
You don't really need high pass act like you needed. I mean, you don't really need high pass act in 24, but you're not throwing no Stevies out there, man.
Guard is 6'7", so this build is gonna be a shooting guard. Don't worry, it doesn't change anything. It's just this year the only way to make it 6'8" is to go shooting guard or higher. And then we're gonna get into the builder, and the first attribute we're gonna upgrade is our driving dunk to an 89 and our vertical to a 78. The reason for that is because that will unlock both pro contact dunk animations that you can unlock in the animation screen. You couldn't see it at Community Day, but they released the info to us after, so you want to make sure that if you're getting posterizer, you can also get the animation.
Whoa.
Screen.
Is that gold steel?
Couldn't see.
All right, so we got gold challenger, gold on-ball menace, gold pick dodger, Hall of Fame off-ball piss.
It at Community Day, but
85 steel gets you gold interceptor. Now, if I'm 6'8", I would like to have blocking interior. I would like to have blocking. I don't think. It depends what mode you play. I think grinding plays like 2s and 3s, park or whatever. So I might not go high rebounding, but maybe put the speed down just a little bit. Interesting. No, 96 3. We can't go have 85 3. Yeah, I'm definitely going low on the 3. Make a 6'8" the Aki way. For sure. All right, let's get back to it.
They released the info to us after, so you want to make sure that if you're getting posterizer, you can also get the animations that come with it. And speaking of posterizer, this is a good time to explain how max +1 in cap breakers work. So we have an 89 driving dunk, which of course gives us silver posterizer, but we can get this to gold if we want to. And the way to do that is after you get any badge that your build can get to max level. So in this case, once we get silver posterizer in game, once we've unlocked that badge, we can activate something called a max +1. That's
max +1 boosts a badge 1 level above its max potential. You must progress a badge to its maximum potential for creature clipping this. These are locked at level 15, tier 2 badge. So what was the other thing? So what? I know we got cap breakers. We got the max +1. What is the elevator? Y'all, what is the elevator stuff? I'm gonna have to go back and.
It's gonna be in our season pass, which will raise the level of your badge by 1 tier.
You already know what's the elevator stuff? No, what is the thing that they said you get one each season, like season 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get something else in 5 through 8 or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? No, I gotta look up the courtside report. My player, my career. Takeovers, badges, badge perks. So you get the match +1. These are badge perks. There are new badge perks that can modify. Oh, y'all can't see this. Let me see. Oh crap. I'll move this tab. I'll just open it here. I'll just open it here. Alright, so no badges. All right, badge perks. There are 3 new badge perks that can modify progression of individual badges. Each perk has 2 slots available to unlock. 1 for tier 1, 1 for tier 2. All right, so the max plus 1 boosts a badge level 1 above its max potential. You may progress a badge to its max potential before. You gotta progress it before equipping this. These unlock at level 15, level 30. And at the end of the season, your badges will be going. Okay. What is this? What is this word? I don't know what this is. Badges equipped with this perk will earn a flat base amount progress. Okay, synergy badges good for progression. What is so a badge elevator? Badge elevators can permanently boost an individual badge of your choice up to 3 levels within its max potential. For example, if your badge is currently at bronze but has a max potential of legend, it can permanently be boosted up 3 levels. So, wait a minute. These will be available to unlock throughout the year's season level rewards. Badge elevators earned through season 1 through 4 can boost your badges up 2 levels, and then those earned in 5 through 8 can boost it up badge levels. How do these work, y'all? Anybody know how these work? They may have just renamed the elevators. I think the same as. Are they the same as max plus 1? Light? Because I know what cap breakers are. Permanently boost the individual badge of your choice up to 3 levels within its max potential. So in season 1 you get one that can boost it up 2 levels. So I mean, how does that work though? Because if I naturally progress a badge, it's gonna go up naturally, right? So the only reason I would need this is if I can't get it. And it says permanently boost. Is this like your floor setters? Is that what this is? Is this floor setters? They say so. Automatically take a badge from bronze to Hall of Fame. So if your badge can go to legend, nope, they appear to be different. Yumika's World say they boost badges up to your max actual potential. So Bake said to have it on bronze, then you can start it up to gold. So is it like a floor setter? So elevators are like floor setters? Okay. Yumika's World say similar floor setters. Okay. Elevators look to be permanent. So yeah, with the permanent sound like floor setters. So if you could so you don't have to grind it. So the elevator is just so you don't have to grind the badge. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I wasn't tripping.
And this max plus 1 is special because it ignores everything in the builder. What I mean by that is even if we weren't able to get gold posterizer in the builder, which in this case we are, but even if we weren't, we could still raise our posterizer tier to gold even if we couldn't unlock it in the builder. Here, to better explain it, let me use an example of a badge that we actually cannot get in the builder. And that's of course going to be Lightning Launch on gold. We have a
right, you don't have badge regression. Right? We don't have badge regression this year, so I mean, why would I use a floor elevator if I can get it up and I don't have badge regression? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Max 1 push you past your potential. Yeah. So like a max 1 would be if I could only get it gold, right? I could push it to Hall of Fame, and vice versa. If I could get it to Hall of Fame, I could push it to legend. But the thing with an elevator is, if I make a new build, if I made a new build, Bake, right? If I made a new build and it has the potential to go to legend, I could take it automatic to the legend without grinding. But I can only boost it 2 levels. Like season 1, I can only boost it 2 levels. So that means I have to get it to silver. So basically what they're saying is it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be a grind for you to grind your badges. That's what we were saying, like 2K, 17, 18, 19, where you got badge progression. So it's going to be a lot harder to grind to get to that legend or Hall of Fame. Gotcha. Okay.
78 speed with ball, which is only enough to get it silver. And similar to last year, 6.8s can't get that high of a speed of ball to get gold lightning launch. But with this new Max Plus 1 badge, once we unlock silver lightning launch in-game, we can activate our Max Plus 1 on it and we will have gold lightning launch on this build. I need y'all to realize how much of a game changer this is. You are gonna be
oh, let me look at that Max Plus 1 again. How often we get that? Okay, it's tier 1 and tier 2 badge. I think I'm gonna check 2K Labs website. I'm not gonna bore y'all with it. I want to check. I know Spiel said something about tier 2 and tier 1 badge, right? So we get one in each season. So you have to redo it each season. Okay. So you're not too OP. Got it.
speed boosting on a 6'8" demigod build. And also you get 2 Max Plus 1s per season. At the end of the season, they're gonna reset, but you get 2 Max Plus 1s every single season. So once we're done with this build, I want you to comment down below what are the 2 best badges in your eyes that you would use a Max Plus 1 on for this build. I want to hear y'all's thoughts, so don't be a beta and participate. But right now, this build isn't a demigod. We gotta get it there. So we gotta upgrade our ball handle to an 86. Obviously, that's gonna give us a bunch of silver playmaking badges, but more importantly, it's gonna give us access to the most amount of dribble move animations in the animation screen as possible. And just in case y'all didn't watch my MyPlayer Builder breakdown, if you haven't watched that, I recommend going watching that. No matter what you do, you cannot get higher than an 86 ball handle on a 6'8" build. But the good news is there are a ton of dribble moves that are gate kept at 85 and below. So we're gonna have access to a lot of moves. Not all of them, but a lot. Now it's time we turn up the heat on this build. We get a 92 perimeter defense, and it's actually gonna be a lot higher than 92. This is a perfect time for me to explain cap breakers to you. So yes, in the builder, I made my perimeter defense a 92, but as you can see, there is room there for me to upgrade. And because there's room for me to be able to upgrade, I am allowed to use one of my 15 cap breakers to increase this stat.
So question, y'all. What question? We seen a lot of people put high perimeter on their builds, right? So high perimeter, high steal, right? So the assumption is you're going to be able to move laterally faster now, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get more bumpy because you don't really have the strength or immovable enforcer to get bumpy. So are we saying perimeter defense and agility will allow you to stay in front of the ball handler better, and you don't necessarily have to bump them? So it's kind of choosing if I want, perimeter agility and low strength to get other attributes, or if I want to really kind of lock down what I need, strength plus agility plus perimeter defense
to its max after the build has already been made. Now, a couple things you need to know about cap breakers. One, we do not know how hard or easy they are to get. So yes, it would have been easy to just make my mid-range an 87 and say I'll cap breaker to 92 and then I'll cap breaker my perimeter defense to 95. But what happens if you don't get your cap breakers until you're near the end of the rep system? You're going to be playing with a mediocre build for the majority of the year. So my best advice to y'all is yes, utilize the cap breaker system.
So here's the thing, y'all. The first builds, like I said, because we don't know how long it's going to take to get the cap breakers, right? You get 5, right, in some particular capacity, right? And maybe 5 he'll be able to add it to his perimeter. Cap breakers is game changing, but we don't know how long it might take us to get it. 2K might finesse us in that, y'all. People gonna mess up with not getting certain takeover caps. Yeah, like I said, I always implore y'all to kind of check the caps in ranges of badges and thresholds and things like that before you put VC on your build, right?
But don't utilize it so often that your build relies on it to succeed. And the next thing you need to know about cap breakers is you cannot use a cap breaker on a stat that is already maxed out. So for example, my speed with ball is maxed out at a 78 or 79. I cannot use a cap breaker to get my speed with ball to an 83 or an 84. And 2K did that intentionally because that would break the builder. Tall builds would be running rampant everywhere. So again, you have to have room in your stat to use cap breakers, and you don't want to make it to where your build relies on them. And the last thing you need to know about cap breakers is that you're going to get 15 of them throughout your time playing NBA 2K25. When are you going to get them? How hard or easy is it to get? We don't know that yet. We'll know that on day 1. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you find out the second.
Hey, y'all think they're gonna put them cap breakers in those season passes? Who wanna bet they're gonna put some cap breakers in season passes? Cause they're gonna say we already giving y'all 15 and you don't have to pay, and you're not paying. Let me find out they put cap breakers in them season passes.
I do. But anyways, back to the build. The perimeter defense is going to be a 92, but in reality, it can go all the way up to either 95 or 96. Honestly, I don't remember which one, but it doesn't matter because at 95, you get Hall of Fame Challenger. I am for sure using one of my Max Plus 1s on Lightning Launch to get it to go. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to use my cap breakers to get my perimeter defense to a 95, and then Max Plus 1 the Hall of Fame Challenger to get Legend Challenger. Yeah, y'all heard that right. The 6'8" ISOing sharpshooter finishing lockdown now gets a Legend badge at 6'8". Just an absolutely insane build. So let's finish it up so you can see the full picture. We got a 92 perimeter defense, and we're gonna match that with an 85 steal, which of course gives a silver glove. If it's anything like 2K24, silver glove will still be very effective. If gold glove is just super OP again, which by the looks of some
breakers on the mid range, you're gonna get Hall of Fame Deadeye and stuff.
On the clips, it might be, we don't really know until the game comes out. Then I could give up my dream of Legend Challenger and just go gold glove. Again, I'm gonna save my max plus one until we know more about the game, but trust me, I'm gonna use it the best way possible. And then we're also gonna get an 83, and then we're also gonna get an 83 3-point rating. So not only are we gonna get the best shooting badges because of our 92 mid-range, we're also gonna have access to the best jump shots that a 6'8" could get. If 6'8" can get Kobe Bryant, if 6'8" can get T-Mac, if 6'8" can get Ben Shepherd, whatever the meta jump shot is this year, we're gonna be able to get on this build. And then finally, to finish it off, I went with an 86 speed and 80 agility, and then a 60 strength to get bronze physical finisher and bronze strong handle. Now, one thing I would change about this build, if I could go back to community day and get back in this builder, is I would probably lower the speed and then raise my agility. Because again, if you didn't watch my breakdown video, agility controls your lateral defense. I did not go a 92 perimeter defense to still be slow on defense. I would try to raise my agility to around an 83, 84, and then keep my speed at around an 80 to an 82, because it's just how fast I sprint on like fast breaks and going for lane. Which, don't get me wrong, is important, but I think that agility is just much more important this year by far. So a quick recap of the build: you get contact dunks. You're an ice.
I mean, what's the point in putting block up if you're not gonna get and it's not going at grinding. I'm just saying, if you can't get what is it called, paint protector or whatever that badge is, if you can't get it, then why you throwing your block up? Interior, yeah, but your block, I mean, I'm gonna have
you get all the best moves in the game. You're as fast as humanly possible with the ball because your speed with ball is maxed out. You have a 92 perimeter defense and 85 steal. That is mini lockdown stats, and you can ISO with this build. Your speed and agility are nearly maxed out. They're going to change a little bit once I get on the builder on the real game, but they're nearly maxed out. And finally, you can shoot lights out with the best
DeJounte Murray ain't that tall.
Jump shots in the entire game. If this is not a demigod build, I don't know what is. The build name I got is a two-way 3-level shot creator, which I'm not gonna lie, describes the build pretty perfectly, but still not my favorite build name. Now that we covered the higher shooting version of this build, really quick, let's go over the lower shooting version of this build with a higher wingspan. For my 2K players out there that are confident they'll be able to shoot on day one with any 3-point rating imaginable. The major change here is that we went with my 2K24 starting build 6'8" stats, which is a 78 3-point rating and an 85 midi, which of course gives you silver shooting badges, but I didn't go the midi for that. I went the midi so we could have access to good jump shots even with a lower 3-point rating. Now the true main difference of this build is that you have a lot more attributes to work with now, so you can either choose to go back to 92 perimeter defense and then just upgrade your steal and agility a little more, or you can choose to go 91 steal and get gold glove if you think that badge is going to be more overpowered than challenger. Put your cap breakers into steal so you get a 96 steal, which will give you Hall of Fame glove, and then max +1 your Hall of Fame glove for legend glove on a 6'8" ISO build. Listen, y'all, in the comments right now, I need you spamming cook in all caps if you think I cooked with this build. Also, with the higher wingspan version, you do get a higher block rating, which will give you bronze paint patroller and bronze high flyer. And if you make this version of the build, you still get the name two-way 3-level shot creator. Now, final thoughts: the only weaknesses this build could have in y'all's eyes is one, strength. If you're super strength head, you love strength, you might not like this build, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. For a build that can do all 4 of those things at a high level, you have to sacrifice something, and I will happily sacrifice strength, especially being the height we are. And 2, for some reason, y'all always
go drop a like for grinding it. The build tough. The second one tough for you. So 6/8 are viable. 6/8 are viables. Big say, nah. What y'all talking about? The cap breakers? Nah, they rep rewards. Yeah, I mean, you gonna get 15, but that don't mean they ain't gonna add no more. Big say, not this year, maybe next year. So cap breakers only through rep rewards. If they do that, community gonna explode. Man, maybe most of the community already buying. Most of the community already buying the pro pass and all that stuff like that. They already bought it because you get more bang for your buck, especially with VC in the pro pass and Hall of Fame pass and stuff like that. All right, who else was gonna go next? Let's check out Jono66, and then we're gonna check out your mama.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up.
All right, let's get into the taller guard builds. This is more like a 2s guard or a pro-am shooting guard. We're gonna look at 6'6s in this video, okay? A lot of people have been asking about the 6'6 height. First thing, I'm going gold limitless on this build. So gold set shot, gold deadeye, gold limitless. You gotta have defense if you're gonna be playing the 2 in 5v5, or of course if you're playing the 1 in 2v2. So we're going 91 steal, 85 perimeter, crank up that agility a little bit. And I love having block on my builds, and I feel like it is relatively cheap on guard. So I'm going 68 block. That's gonna get us the high flying denier once we put our vertical up. It's basically chase down artist on bronze. But also, and I said this in 2K24, with block, even on the perimeter, if you have some block, it helps you get better jumps at the shooter, which helps you get better shot contests, okay? So that's another reason I always feel like having block is valuable. All right, ball handle, we're going middle tier. We're not going all the way up. I will show you another version of this that gets a bit better playmaking, but I'm going like middle of the tier with like 85, 86 ball handle somewhere in there, and then the 75 speed with ball for the silver speed booster badge, lightning launch they call it. And in this version of it, I'm gonna go 89 on the driving dunk. Now, I know some people don't really like having driving dunks, so I'm gonna show you a layup version of this and a better playmaking version. But with the 78 vertical and the 89 driving dunk right here, you're looking at contact dunks, gold limitless, solid playmaking and ability to move. This is basically what people used in 2K24. So we'll have to see how the gameplay plays out. Good defense with block. And then last but not least, obviously, we're going to need a bit more speed. You're not playing shooting guard and pro with a 70 speed, so boom. 86, obviously you could tweak this around, but I feel like this is a solid template for a 6-6 type of build. Obviously, I always say tweak it to your preferred playstyle. If you don't like to contact dunk, you don't need contact dunk, so then take that down and put it elsewhere. But let's look at a few other versions of this, okay? So as I said, this is silver posterizer with contact dunks, gold shooting badges. I'd say average pass accuracy. I see some people posting like 60, 40 pass accuracy builds. This has 70. I think that, you know, you're not a point guard, so I think you'll get away with it. Solid defense all around, and then, you know, the physical is relatively solid, not anything, you know, super high agility or anything like that. So I'm just tweaking around, seeing what else I can get here. You know, I'm like, kind of getting up there in speed with ball. So that made me think, okay, how can I tweak this and make a better playmaking version? And if you don't like driving dunk, how can I make a better, you know, like go with the layup version? And then I also have a version with standing dunk and post control. Okay, so there's like 2 more versions you're gonna see here. The first one I'm looking at is like, okay, what if somebody wanted more playmaking? What can I get then? Okay, I keep the defense, I keep the shooting. Now I have gold lightning launch, gold unpluckable, I have gold playmaking badges, and I was like, okay, well maybe, okay, this could be the higher playmaking version. And okay, I don't have the dunk, but now I have the 85 layup. Now I just found out Devin Booker floater is 87. Is that actually going to be good on this game? I don't know. So you might want to tweak it and get a couple more layup attributes in terms of looking to unlock animations, but at Community Day we didn't have access to the animations, okay? But this is a version with like better playmaking, no driving dunk, you have a layup, keep the defense. All right, now another version, if you really want to start to get freaky with it, you can sacrifice your layup, and I know, you know, in 2K24, standing dunks were like really good. We'll see how they are in this game, but we're going to make a version where we have high standing dunk and high post control. Okay, so for that though, we're gonna go back to the more average playmaking attributes. We're gonna get, I think, bronze rise up at 72 standing dunk, yep. And then I'm like, okay, I'm a 97, what else can I get? If somebody was like, I got an 83 mid-range, you start to crank up that post control. My recording for some reason cut right here, but I think I could get this to a 90, or you know, you see I'm only a 98 overall. But this is a version, if you want to start to get kind of unique with it, it's like, okay, now you got more standing dunk, you don't have the driving dunk, you have a little bit of layup, 70, and now you got post control, standing, and all that. But my favorite version of this build is this one right here. I think this is a solid version that you could play 2 guard in Pro-Am. You could play 2s with this. You could play as the 1 or the 2 in 3v3. I feel like this is a nice, balanced 6-6 build. Silver poster, contact dunks, gold shooting badges, decent playmaking. Like I said, you could tweak this and get the gold playmaking if you want, but again, it's tough to make builds when you don't really have a full understanding of the gameplay because we haven't played against users online yet. And then I really love the fact that you have good perimeter, good steal, and that block. That block just puts it over the top for me. Good speed to like get out on the break and also just move around the court. The agility, we'll see. I mean, it's a new thing having a separate category for your lateral quickness. So is 76 viable? I don't know. Maybe we need to get an 80. I mean, 85 is now you're getting very expensive, especially for a build that's not a pure defensive lockdown build. But I think a lot of hype yesterday was about the small builds. And the 5.9s already got patched, but even, you know, people talking about the 6.2, the 6.3. The people that are looking for bigger builds, these 6.6s, and then I know people are uploading 6.8s, and trust me, I got some stuff in the works. I'm waiting for to get back in that builder because I do have some ideas, but before I release that, you know, the patented LeBron build, I want to make sure I really decide what I want to do. But the 6.6s, the 6.8s, I'm even tempted to really dive into those 6.9s. The bigger builds I still think have value. Obviously, height is always a factor, but also just the people are getting really tempted, I think, by things that we don't know if they're actually effective yet. Right, we got to get on the game and actually experience the gameplay of these builds. But I feel like this version of the build with the contact dunks is a cool version. And then if you wanted to sacrifice that driving dunk, as I said, and go with this version where you're going more layup and getting the gold playmaking badges,
with the dunk.
I feel like that's
super high, but
that's also a good route to go depending on your playstyle. I know a lot of people started to fall in love with the layups at the end of 2K24, so I feel like this is a good template for you if you like the layup builds. And then if you're more like me and you want to get on that rim, you want to be meter dunking and all that, I think this is a good one as well.
I might not have
it also leaves you some room for your cat breakers. Right? You can pump this up to a 93 driving dunk and pump up this vertical to an 80, and now you're looking at gold poster on this build. All right, you leave yourself room here. If you wanted to buff up your playmaking a little bit with your cat breakers, you wouldn't be able to get to the point of having gold unpluckable or anything. But remember,
somebody need to tell Joe. I think you want to put his videos in like at the end. He be putting them like way too early.
When I tweak this and I slapped on one more ball handle, that's what I was thinking with the cat breakers. Now, if you add +5 to this, you'll have 92 ball handle. Now you're looking at gold unpluckable, gold handles for days.
So a lot of people gonna have low wingspan just for those cat breakers and stuff like that.
So you leave yourself room to improve the build with the cat breakers as well. Now, I have said this many times, I wouldn't make your first build based around cat breakers because we don't know when we're going to be getting them. They could be one of the highest rep rewards and you're not going to see that thing for months. So I would make your first build to get the attributes and the badges that you want to have on day one. But for 6.6s, the bigger guard builds, I still think they're going to be viable and I still think a lot of people are going to end up playing on them. I think people are going to be really tempted.
Yeah, 2K. Y'all cannot make the first 5 cat breakers hard to get. Y'all cannot make those first 5 cat breakers hard to get. At least give people 4 or 5 weeks of grinding, and people will do it. If y'all make them super tough to get, y'all gonna lose some people. You're gonna lose some people. Y'all gonna have to come off some of that rep in part.
With how many more attributes the smaller builds get, but I think eventually they're going to find their way back to these bigger builds. But if you want to check out my complete My Player Builder breakdown, click that video right there. It has everything you need to know about crafting the perfect day one build on NBA 2K.
Yeah, see, when we say click that video, I think because the video was like a minute and a half ago, I think he placing his video earlier than what he would like. That's good. It's good. Who's Wavy JC? Y'all know who Wavy JC is? Point guard. I don't want to watch a point guard build. Let's go with your mama. That's how you say his name? Is it Cho Mama? Cho Mama? 2K? Yeah.
This team.
Steph Curry. All right, let's see what this lockdown look like.
You may thought 2K24 steals were insane, but wait until you play NBA 2K25 and experience these lane steals, these on-ball steals, and also bumping animations, you're going to understand that it's going to be very sickening to be a dribbler, be even trying to pass her. If you're somebody out here with a pass accuracy that's low, like...
I don't remember seeing Chamama's anybody talking about playing with him. I'm gonna go normal because I want to see the defense.
You may thought 2K24 steals were insane, but wait until you play NBA 2K25 and experience these lane steals, these on-ball steals, and also bumping animations. You're gonna understand that it's gonna be very sickening to be a dribbler, be even trying to pass her. If you're somebody out here with a pass accuracy that's low, like bro, a 75 pass accuracy might not even get the job done this year. How crazy the lanes are. And we out here with GOAT and Hall of Fame interceptor. Just imagine you playing somebody with Hall of Fame glove and Hall of Fame interceptor. You're gonna have a long.
With interceptor, with everybody having access to bronze, silver interceptor, and I haven't seen those animations. And like I said, these could be suit players. I haven't seen those sluggish animations where somebody's reaching for a steal and they don't get it. I haven't seen those animations, y'all. So look for them to maybe to tune up on these interceptors. We'll see.
But today we're going to be making a lockdown build on NBA 2K25. This build will be a 6'7". You can make it a 6'6" and a 6'8" if you want to. The lowest I would go is 6'6". The original build was made from a 6'6" actual like setup. So some of the stats are going to be a little bit different what you see on the screen. So I would say if you want to change the weight, make the weight around like a good 230, something like that, for you can have a 90 strength. But as of the build being a shooting guard, you can make it a small forward as well. 6'7", I'd say go 230 something pounds so you get that 90 strength. With a 7'1" wingspan, but you could raise that higher to like a 7'3" wingspan or max it out. But when the actual stats, I end up going over perimeter around a 92, 94 perimeter. I was thinking about the cap breakers. That's the only reason I didn't show y'all this build at like a 99 perimeter and 99 steal. As a lockdown, this year, it seems like it's no reason that you should have no 99 steal or at least a 96 steal on the game. As a lockdown, you should at least have a 96. I was messing around with some of the accuracy, what I can get at gold, what I can get at Hall of Fame, and what I get at legend. At legend, we know it's 99. Automatically, you got 99, you get it on legend, red badge, all lit up. But if you want that, you know what I'm saying, Hall of Fame, I recommend that 96. If you want to use that cap breaker, or you want to end up using your cap breakers on perimeter defense, you can do that. Go 99 still, use your cap breakers on perimeter, and you can end up maybe getting like a 97 perimeter or something like that, or like 99 perimeter, based on how you want to set it up. But we're still
think about it, y'all. Those cap breakers. Cap breakers, think about it. Like once you go through the year, right? Those cap breakers are gonna allow you to make different builds. Right? It's kind of like milestones. And that's why it's ingenious. Because, you know, once you get the first cap breaker, second group of cap breakers, now the type of build you can make is different, which may prompt you to make another build. Like 2K is this is ingenious. It's very, very smart on multiple levels, right? You're going to, like, psychologically, you're going to have people grinding for the cap breakers. Then they're going to be making builds for the cap breakers. Then they're going to make new builds after they get cap breakers. Because everybody knows you can get the +5. But not too many people playing for the +10. And when they get the +10, they're going to make another build. I already have a 99, so I'm going to spend money to bring this build to 99. Very, very genius stuff. Very, very genius stuff.
Leave my still at 91. I wanted to end up leaving it at 96 so I can end up having Hall of Fame interceptor and Hall of Fame glove. So I can end up using at least 3 cap breakers on my steal if I wanted to do that. But when it comes to the actual blocking on the build, the 74 block will end up giving you Paint Controller. That's literally anchor on this game. So for you to know, this is anchor, and then High Flyer Denier, that is chase down. So nobody get confused with these names and things like that. High Flyer, that's literally going to be chase down artist, and then Paint Controller, that is literally anchor badge. So if you want to end up getting both of these, just make sure you put your interior to at least 60, and then you can up the vertical. I went with 80. 80 is usually the sweet spot for lockdowns. You could go 78 or 75, but I went 80 usually. But as it is, you could go 74 or 68. It's just your preference. If you want to go for more chase down blocks and you don't care about paint protector, that's up to you. But I prefer to have both. But hey, if you want to say attributes, just stick with the 68. If you don't care about none of them, you can go with 60 block if you want to. But with this being set up this way, I want to want a 60 block. I know I love having high rebound on my actual lockdown, but I wanted to end up messing around with a few things before I even touch my rebound again. So I just gave it a 60 rebound. The speed and agility. I'm gonna break this down real quick. Now, as you be in a lockdown, this is mostly like a catch and shoot lockdown that can still dunk the ball and things like that. When it comes to your speed, keep your speed as high as you can. I say 86, 87. When it comes to the agility, do not skimp out on agility, especially if you're a lockdown. Now you see I only went to 80 because you get on ball minutes at having an 80 agility. But I'm telling you this now, put your agility up higher than this. 80 is the baseline just to get the badge, but I recommend you at least have your agility at least an 85 plus when it comes to this, 85, 90, because this also affects your movement off ball, your lateral movement. You want to make sure that your speed and your agility are the main things that's going to be up, especially being a defender. So you're going to have high speed, high agility, and high strength. Don't worry about the strength right here. This is 82. This is when I was working on a 6'6". That's why I told you to make the build 230 something pounds, so you get at least movable force on goal or so close to Hall of Fame.
Okay,
you like 90 something plus to end up getting Hall of Fame. So if you end up doing that or even going for legend, just know you will not have any finishing on this type of build. Like if you want to have just a decent level of 70 dunk, you're not going to have a 70 dunk. If you want some standing dunk, you might be able to get a standing dunk like a 65 or something like that, but it might not be too crazy. Now we get to the pass accuracy. Now, like I told you before, that 75 pass accuracy might not get the job done. I know you're a lockdown and all, but it might not get the job done, especially how lanes are. So I recommend you at least try to get past the 80, because I tested out a few NBA players that had under 80 pass accuracy and they literally was getting lane in the actual games. But when I had Tyrese Halliburton and players like that with high pass accuracy, the passes were just zipping across the court. So I say I recommend y'all at least have an 80 pass accuracy bare minimum. When it comes to shooting on this build, only reason I went 7-1 just because I don't know what bases are going to be the glitchy bases or the bases that's going to end up changing the game, like the T-Max and things like that. So that's the only reason why I went 7-1 wingspan. You could end up going 7-3 like I told you and have like an 86 mid-range or something like that. That's up to you. The only reason I went at 7-1 wingspan is just in case certain bases in the game are going to end up being good. You need a high. So that's the only reason why or the bases that's going to end up changing the game, like the team.
Can we slow this down? Let's slow it down.
Max and things like that.
Look, he took that up. Close shot. Free throw. Went to 96. You got a 1 overall, taking it up 1. Let me see. All right, he was at a 90.
Bases that's gonna end up changing.
Boom, 94 to 79. Game. 95 at an 84. That's +5.
Like the T-Max and things like
96 at an 89. That's another +5. +5 gave him 1 attribute point.
That. So that's the only reason why I wanted 7-1 wingspan. You could end up going 7-3 like I told you and have like an 86 mid-range or something like that. That's up to you. The only reason I wanted a 7-1 wingspan is just in case.
Look at that. He went to a 65 and he didn't move up 1 attribute point. Although his driving dunk went up a little bit. But standing dunk like it's gonna be cheap again this year, y'all.
Certain bases in the game are gonna end up being good, and you need a high mid-range.
And remember, 55 you can get the Klay Thompson package. There's rim grazers and stuff like that. Klay Thompson package is pretty good.
Or a high rating just to get it, but you do get set shooter specialist. You do get shifty shooter, and you do get dead eye, and that's very good, especially for somebody that's gonna be most.
All right, took his standing dunk over 70. How many points he went up? Well, he was at a 96, right?
And you do get Deadeye, and that's very good, especially for somebody that's going to be.
He took it up 6 and went up 1.
Mostly a catch and shoot type player.
Okay, so remember what they was talking about before, y'all. It's 80 between driving dunk and standing dunk. He ain't no free throw.
Now with the standing dunks, I end up giving this build a 81 standing dunk, but remember, this is not going to be like this because I did not change my steals back to 96. Now.
So it looked like there's cap thresholds, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Cap thresholds, meaning once you get to a certain number, it starts eating more into your overall.
You see the dunk is going to be 75 something.
Because he was at 70 dunk, like 24. If he was like at 70 dunk and it was already up here, then you maybe can get 2 or 3. But he took
like that. You could drop it to 7.
So it seems like this builder's threshold heavy. Like once you get past a certain threshold, then it's really going to start taxing you.
70 if you want to. Even if you want to do 65, that's
so the key this year is to figure out, especially with finishing, you know, if you can finish well with low ratings, right? Because you're going to want everything else up, because it looks like ball handle and all that stuff like that. Shooting and ball handle are pretty taxing. So I think where you're going to have to sacrifice this year is going to be finishing.
That's cool. But most of the layup and dunk is going to be around.
I like this build outside of the ball handle. Was it 6'7"? We might go 6'6" and see what we're able to get with similar stats like this. I like these stats.
On the same thing. I'm going to have a 70 layup, maybe a 70 dunk, and then my close shot I'm going to be like a 75. Post control is going to stay where it's at. But when you look at the build, it's a balanced build when it comes to being just a catch and shoot lockdown. Like, you're mostly going to be in the corner. You want to hit your shots around the perimeter and things like that. And like I said earlier, a few things that's definitely going to end up changing that. You might need that 96 steal for that Hall of Fame interceptor and glove. If you might end up doing a cap breaker thing, make sure your agility at least is around 85. Don't end up making that mistake and end up any.
Look, my defenders, y'all gonna want this high perimeter, right? Because I think a lot of builds gonna be like 2K20, where they're gonna go lower on the defense. Like, when I say lower, I mean like your 80s. They're gonna go 80s on the defense, and they're gonna put more attributes into shooting, right? Because they're gonna want those Hall of Fame badges, and with the possibility to take those to legend badges. So I think defense is gonna be at a premium, especially if you're a lock or you have to guard, or you playing threes, or you playing fives, and y'all got kind of like a mismatch of people. That first build, you're gonna probably want a good amount of perimeter just so you can contest a little bit better. But we also seen in Jono's video, like, if you can stay attached and stay up on ball handlers and shooters and stuff like that, then you can have a pretty good contest. So we got to see how these shooting badges work.
Anything under 80 is crazy. 85 agility. This should
what I'm
be
saying
your
is, I'd
speed.
rather
It
you
should be
have
the same as your agility. It should be high. It should be up in there, so you be able to go around the court, move laterally, and you don't move like a snail. Now, when it comes to the strength, I told you up the weight, so you can end up getting to like that 91, 92 strength, so you can get a movable.
Let's see what he got. It's balance on the finishing, right? Pretty good on the shooting. Not so much on the. So this is more of a kind of like a perimeter lock to a degree. You got some steal. You could probably put your cap breakers in your defense. That's where you probably plan to put all your cap breakers, is on the defensive end. I like the build.
Force on Hall of Fame, or you can end up getting it on Legend. So keep that in mind when it comes to making these lockdown builds. That movable force on Hall of Fame and that movable force on Legend is going to be a big game changer, especially having that interceptor on Hall of Fame, gold, and even Legend. But now with the takeovers, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the takeovers, but there's some takeovers that gives you a great amount of boost when it comes to perimeter and steal. That's called blue. You end up getting a +7 if you end up using those two. And then if you end up using Mini Magician, you got Mirror, Nuisance. These takeovers that have two things that actually give you boost are going to mostly give you a +7 once you get it to level 5. It's a few of these in here that only has one boost to an actual attribute, and it gives you around +15 to that attribute once you get it to level 5. So keep that in mind. Certain of these takeovers that has double attribute boost.
Was it grinding? Somebody was talking about agility earlier. I think it was
will end up giving you +7 at level 5. But the ones that are single attribute boosts, like Mini Maestro.
Oh yeah, see, this is key too, y'all. You also got to factor in your takeover and the takeover bonuses, right? So when you do your build, you got to take all of these, because y'all remember back in 2K22, right? When I was talking about the juice perk, a lot of builds I made relied on juice perk. So some of these builds, right, cap breakers plus the takeovers you get, like I'm saying, like, I don't even know, do we know if you can go above 99 in the stats? Is that confirmed? Anybody know if that's confirmed? You can go over 99 on the stats. Let's see what Silky Shooter. Easier to make perimeter shots off the dribble and boost shot chance off of ankle breakers. I mean, you ain't breaking no ankles on this build. But you gotta select the takeover, right? You gotta select the takeover.
End up giving you a plus 15 for your mid-range, and this would give me a 99 mid-range in takeover. A 99 mid-range in takeover if I end up using this right here. And the shooting ability is called Silky Shooter that makes perimeter shots easier off the dribble. Now, you want to pay attention to these takeover badges as you make your...
What's this? Pest, perimeter defense. Yeah, look at this, y'all. You have a 99. Oh, look, it tells you. It tells you what your stat will be with the bonuses. We got some crazy builds this year, y'all. Crazy. I'm going to make a lot of builds this year. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you guys build ideas. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's a good idea. Build templates and build ideas. And things I'm thinking about making, right? And give you some gameplay. Not gameplay actually in my career, but just gameplay of showing how effective it can be with certain badges and things like that. Probably in like, not play now, but you know, my NBA and things like that, just so you can get a glimpse of how the build could act when you play against other people.
Build, because some of these badges you will not be able to get if you don't hit a certain threshold or you don't hit that certain requirement, because at the top it tells you requirement that you need to end up unlocking certain takeovers. So if you want to build your build that way so you can get certain takeovers that you're looking.
Look at this 3-point shot plus 10 plus 3. This is like Juice. This is like they've merged Juice, right? Because y'all remember in 2K20, what we say we don't know. I'm sorry, Beck. I probably my brain and already went past it. My brain and probably already went past the question I was talking about. Like I say, people gonna be bricky with fades from the 3 and start crying. You think so, Light? I don't know. People might be chicken. That too. That's why I say takeover cap's gonna be crucial too. That's a fact. I don't know, but I think playmaking and finishing gonna require speed with balls. So I don't even know what question I asked y'all. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, y'all remind me.
Looking for a specific play style that you want to play, that's one thing you want to pay attention to, because you see, I can end up getting some crazy stuff if I only put my...
Like, look at this, plus 7. So like if you're going after, like, a lot of people's builds are going to be, I don't know, man. I have a feeling people gonna be able to shoot early. I don't think it's gonna be like 2K24. I think 2K might, I don't know, because if they keep Park on Hall of Fame and all these things on Hall of Fame, if they keep the difficulty, then it might be harder for people to shoot, right? But I don't know, with all these boosts and bonuses and stuff like that, and the space of the court, people shooting wide open, plus the new what's that, the low risk, high risk, and all the little cues and everything that they got, people might be able to spark off rip
attributes a little bit higher to unlock certain things. Not only these attributes are important for these badges that you want, they're very important when it comes to the actual...
Oh, y'all see that? Hold on. The claw. Plus... Oh, I was talking about caps, wasn't I? If you can go over 99. I remember what I was talking about. But look at this, y'all. Plus 15? On the steal? What's this spoiler? High efficiency and getting on ball and pass lanes. Like this takeover is a menace. And I like it. I like it. Imagine somebody would like getting them bump steals. Well, he won't be able to get this because it still won't be high enough. Okay. So you gotta have steal though. Your steal ain't high. You gotta have, all you need is an 84. Bump steals, what's an 84? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. You gotta see how strong this takeover is
because
gonna
this
be,
claw takeover only requires you to have an 84 steal. And if you run this and you get it to level 5 with an 84 steal, you will have a 9.
But I don't know, but think about it though, right? You gotta go crazy to get these bonuses though. Because the only way you're gonna get these bonuses is if you get some steals, or maybe you get your hands on the ball. So this might be more something for like 5s and rec. Versus 3s. You might not even get to level 5 on 3s.
99 still. And since this build has a 94 still, I will only have to get level 1 to get a 99 still in takeover with this claw takeover. Now you need to really do your research. Y'all need to really study this builder when it comes to getting certain things. I'm telling you, the takeovers are insane, especially the shooting takeovers. You can end up losing takeover if you end up missing a shot and getting it right back when you hit a shot. It's like a heat check takeover. But for the shades you end up getting Herbert Jones, you get DeJounte Murray, but the build name that you're gonna end up getting is
bro, this gonna be a tough year for No Money Spent.
A two-way catch and shoot threat. Basically a two-way spot up threat from last year.
Look at it, y'all. Two-way catch and shoot threat. I like that. Doug Christie, Herbert Jones, DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray ain't no catch and shoot threat, but we'll allow it. I like that name. I have so many builds I want to make this year, yeah.
It's a cool, decent name. I've seen a lot of good names, like a switchable lockdown defender, something like that. It's a lot of good new names that's going to be in the game. But like I told you, this build was originally a 6'6". This build was originally a 6'6" build I was messing around with just to see if I like it, things like that. Because you see, I got a 70 ball control, 70 speed with ball. But at a point, I felt like it was pointless just because the weight. Because you only want to match out at a certain weight. You're 6'6". You ain't going to be able to go 250 pounds on a 6'6" or 240 something pounds on a 6'6". So you had to make this build at least
a 6'7". Listen. I might do a video like that. I might do a video like that tomorrow. Top 10 builds. See, I can't. My thumbnails ain't gonna be like that though. I could probably do that. Oh, that background. What's that? That background, is that like 2K21, 2K21 background? I think I could do it. I don't know, man. I think they're using AI to get these faces like that though. Man. I want to do a build video like this too.
That 90 strength, so you can end up getting that Mubu Force on Hall of Fame or even on Legend. Now look, all this stuff I just told y'all.
I don't even know what builds. This team you. What you made for yours?
Is the internet signal any better now?
Why did we get internet from the cell phone company?
Before I even tried out a build in the My Player Builder for out versus having a max driving dunk, what's going to you go max layup, you can end up changing the wingspan to like 6'3", 6'4" to have a 97.3. You want to make sure you have that in mid-range. But if I flip it, I'm going to have a 99 mid-range with a 74 three-pointer. That's a 25 difference in attribute tied in compared to having a three-pointer. Now, you save a lot of attributes when you end up doing that compared to having a 97 three-pointer and with ball. But as of right now in a brand new game, we have to end up figuring out, what attributes are tied together. And also, if you want to figure out the bash requirements, I will have a link in the description to one of my tweets to show you the full-blown picture.
Let's see what light over there talking about. Like with that take, do you really need it that high? You talking about with the steel take? I'll shoot for the 84 steel. They should try to shoot for the take. They say take is way harder to get now though. Got to make a rebound in PG Westbrook type too. Yeah, man, it's so many builds you can make. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I have so many build ideas.
So you can end up checking out that tweet down below. But this build is going to be a quick little 6'3". It's not going to be the actual build that we're going to be making, but I want to show you the actual tied in attributes of when it's a layup maxed out versus having a max driving dunk. What's going to be connected when it ends up doing these attributes. Now, if I end up maxing out my dunk to like an 89 on this build, you're going to see that my ball handle, my speed with ball, my speed, my agility, and my vertical will go up.
Look at all that, y'all. When he upgraded his driving dunk, like I said, once he got to a certain threshold,
going to be the actual build that we're going to be making, but I want to show you the actual tied in attributes of when it's a layup maxed out versus having a max driving dunk. What's going to be connected when it ends up doing these attributes. Now, if I end up maxing out my dunk to like an 89 on this build,
all right. So once he took it past 40, ball handle, close shot,
you're going to
stop ticking up. Then once he took it past 50, speed with ball. Speed and vertical start going up.
And my ball,
when he took it past 60, now pass act start going up.
handle, my
75 strength start going up.
Speed ball, my speed, my agility.
Was it 80?
See that my ball handle, my speed ball, my speed.
81. Mid range. Free throw start going up.
My agility and my vertical go up. But also for the
look at all that. Look at all that, y'all. Defensive rebound start going up. Jesus Christ.
Finishing category, your close shot goes up higher than your driving layup. So as me having an 87 driving dunk, you're gonna see I'm at a 67 layup, and that's a 20 difference of attribute points. And then you see I have a 72 close shot. Now when you see the driving layup and driving dunk, if you're going with higher driving dunk, you're gonna have a 20 attribute gap when it comes to doing that. But if you end up going high layup and no dunk,
so layup, close shot, post control, mid range free throw, pass act. So finishing gonna be a premium this year, y'all. I told y'all finishing look like it's gonna be a premium this year.
Or high layup or some type of dunk, you can go a 99 layup without the driving dunk being
so driving layup not tied to driving dunk, but driving dunk is tied to layup close shot.
Tied into each other. You see the close shot is tied in, but you see I have a 99 layup, but my ball handle is a 89. If you pay attention to these stats, a 99 to an 89 to a 79 speed with ball, they're usually 10 actual attributes away from each other. When
post control, let me see. I don't mean to quit stopping it, y'all.
Or they're usually 10 actual.
He did that fast. Post control tied to close shot, driving layup, mid range, free throw, pass. I mean, if you already got these up, I don't think it's as bad, but it's brought his ball handle all the way up to 74. Speed of ball high, from defense, offensive rebound, speed, agility, strength. So
attributes away from each other. When anything that's tied in, you're gonna see this be between 10.
I wonder if it's different depending on your height and your position.
To 15 attributes away from each other based on which way you upgrade it. Now, as in the post control, I have a 79 post control. You see I have a 74 ball handle. And then when you see your regular speed and agility, none of that, it's nothing too crazy. But when I upgrade the shooting.
All right, 3-pointer takes mid-range free throw and close shot. Let's see if anything goes up. Look at it. That shoots up 70.
This build, we're going to have like a 97 3-pointer. Look.
Okay, look. 3-pointer closely tied with mid-range, y'all. Remember, you can have a pretty high 3-pointer, but it wouldn't take the mid-range that high. Drive a dunk looks like one of the most expensive things, y'all.
97 3-pointer, you're gonna have an 87 mid-range. Like
drive a dunk looks really costly this year, y'all.
I told y'all earlier, you're gonna have 10 attributes difference when it comes to these actual things being tied together. Now, if it's in the same category, it's usually gonna be about 10. But when you seen the driving dunk versus the layup, it was a big gap. It was almost like a 30 attribute gap if you want to just go straight driving dunk and then have only a 60 layup. But if you go max layup, it's gonna be way different. Now with the mid-range, you just seen we just had 97 3-pointer with an 87 mid-range. But if I flip it, I'm gonna have a 99 mid-range with a 74 3-pointer. That's a 25 difference in attribute tied in compared to having a 3-pointer. Now you save a lot of attributes when you end up doing that compared to having a 97 3-pointer and 10 attributes automatically get pulled onto your.
So it might be a high midi 3-point year again, y'all. Might be one of those years where it's high mid-range, high 3-pointer, unless you like a lock or something like that. But even with the lock, whose lock did we see earlier? Was it Swag's lock? Was it Swag's lock? What lock we seen earlier that had high mid-range? It looked like it's going to be a mid-range 3-point year. Just looking at that gap like he showed, right? That 20 point gap.
Actual build. Now when it comes to the playmaking, you can see I have a 90 ball control and my speed with
ball handle look like it costs a lot too. Let's see.
Use automatic.
When you got 50 speed.
They get pulled onto.
Perimeter tied into it. Vertical. Driving layup close shot.
Your actual build. Now when it comes to the playmaking, you can see I have a 90 ball control, and my speed with ball will automatically be 80 or 82 based on how much I move my ball control. My speed with ball will always be 10 attributes lower than whatever it is. As well with my ball control, you'll see my layup is tied into that.
Damn, they took everything.
And like I told you,
further you went up. Let's see,
will always be 10 attributes lower than whatever.
Oh, I already see that we took it past 90.
See, I have a 90 ball control, and my speed.
Pass hack, perimeter, speed, agility, strength starting to take. So yeah, if you're trying to get those Legend Hall of Fame badges, it's gonna be taxing.
Speed with ball will automatically be 80 or 82 based on how much I move my ball control. My speed with ball will always be 10 attributes lower than whatever it is. As well with my ball control, you'll see my layup is tied into that. Like I told y'all earlier, max out to a 99 layup, I have an 89 ball control. It's just slightly less when it's the other way around. Now with the pass accuracy, you're gonna see you're gonna have 10 less in every category. You have a 92 pass accuracy. You're going to have an 82 ball control. Then you're going to have a 72 speed with ball. When it's supporting attributes like that, they made sure to tie in all those stats to make sure it's at least 10 to 15 close, or even 7. I've seen a few times I was messing around with a few stats based on different builds and heights.
I can't have I had like 80 ball handle, 50 speed with ball.
7 points or even 10 points of a difference. But now when I upgrade the perimeter to a 94, you're going to see I had a 94 perimeter with a 64 steal, with a 44 block, 44. Everything is literally off by the 10s. Like 10, 20, 30, and 40 might be the highest, to be honest, when it comes to the same category. Because when you go to the steal, having a 97 steal or a 95 steal, there's going to be a 15-point attribute gap when it comes to having a high steal than perimeter. Out of all the other attributes I showed y'all,
we already seen driving dunk, ball handle, perimeter defense, right? Probably speed and pass act are heavy or weighted heavy in this builder. In particular for what we're looking at for point guard.
Usually 10, and then it might be a big gap of 20, 30, but as a
lower height builds, maybe
being in between the 5. This is the only attribute I've seen that had a big gap of 15 versus 10. But as we end up getting into the build, as everybody knows, that if you make a smaller build, you're going to end up having more attributes. That's what 2K told us. If you end up going 5'10", 5'11", you're going to have a lot of that 97 3-pointer. If you're going to be on the small guard, I've seen a few differences with silver, but I paper. But when it gets to actual game,
okay, so this is guard.
It's insane.
All right, so let's look. He got 6'2", 88 driving layup, 65 driving dunk. You can't get Luka with that. Last year you could get 2-hand hang off of 1, I think. Mid range 85. Free throws are kind of low. 95 3-pointers, so it's more of a part. 70 pass act. 95 ball handle. 91 speed with ball. I'm telling you, I think this low pass act is gonna let people. Because remember, y'all, if y'all seen some of the like J-Max build, a lot of the big builds, they at least get silver or bronze interceptor, right? So they might be able to get them hands on some of them passes. Because you don't have, I forget what the new badge for needle threader is, but you only get that at 78. They don't even have that at 78, so you might need that.
Saying you can have even a silver.
Okay, so you got 50 interior, 61 block. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how good 61 block gonna be. Like, if you, the way 2K is, if you're not able to get, well, I guess you got okay vertical. This might work, but you gotta have interior, block, and vertical for that to work.
For interceptor I have. My super interceptor, with even having a 6'5" wingspan, 6'4" wingspan, versus your 70 pass accuracy, I can get that lane. So just imagine somebody with Hall of Fame,
86
legend,
speed,
they're going to get that pass almost every single time. And I can't forget about the physicals. The physicals are very important. I'm going to tell you this now. Agility is one of those ones you do not want to shortcut. I tried to build with a 70 agility on the off ball. I was getting backdoor with no.
He got 65 strength. That's
no problem. I was getting literally backdoor, wing cut, all. It was hard for my player to turn around. You want to make sure you put agility on your build.
Hold on, you heard what he said? Hold on.
And I can't forget about the physicals. The physicals are very important. I'm gonna tell you this now. Agility is one of those ones you do not want to shortcut. I try to build with a 70 agility on the off ball. I was getting backdoor with no problem. I was getting literally backdoor, wing cut, all. It was hard for my player to turn around. You want to make sure you put agility on your build. 70 is not going to cut it. I'm telling you, try at least at 80 bare minimum. 80 is the minimum that I would go when it comes to agility.
You're saying 80 is the minimum, y'all. 80 is the minimum.
At least you'll be able to move around. I tried 80. I feel like it was good. But once you actually play against actual my players and people actually controlling players, I would say 80.
So like what Like said, y'all got to think about when you're making your build, right? You got to think about what mode you're going to play, right? If you're playing fives, what position you're going to be on. Like if you're playing fives, let's say you're playing rec, right? And you at the shooting guard position, right? Shooting guard, and you got low pass act. If it's like this year, they might put you at the, well, depending on your height, right? If you short, like 6'2", if you like a shooting guard, 6'4", 6'5", they'll probably put you at the 2, right? But if there's multiple small point guard, small shooting guard, and you get pulled into that random rec, it might put you at the 3, right? So at the 3, you know you're going to be guarding slashers and people taking backdoor cuts because they're not primary ball handler, right? So you're going to want agility and some perimeter so you can get off ball something and a little bit of strength, I suppose, because it wouldn't make sense for you to get bumpy and you ain't got no strength. I want to see how 2K do that, especially on off ball, because I didn't really like off ball in 2K24, because even if you had Hall of Fame, they could still kind of push past you, and those passes kind of push them past too. But anyway, you know, be mindful of the build you make and how it's gonna and what position you're gonna play, right? Because you don't want to be the person getting killed because you didn't have enough, or you wasn't thinking forward enough on who you were gonna have to guard with the particular build that you made.
82, 83 and up. I say 82 and up will be a nice little threshold that you want to go for. I was trying to mess around with it with this build. You know, this build got strength on it, so I got finishing. You don't have to put strength on this build. I was just messing around to see if I can get the physical finisher badge to try to get it on silver and things like that. Now, if I want to break the build down, what I'm looking for is a 93 layup. You could put no dunk if you want to. A 97 three-pointer. I say you really need like an 80 pass accuracy, 82 pass accuracy, then a 97 ball control, and maybe 95 ball control with a 91 speed with ball. And then for defense, 82 perimeter. I would say try to get an 85 still if you can, but if you can't, 79 can possibly do the job just for right now, since you do get silver interceptor. I did put block on this build, but remember, when you upgrade your steal, it upgrades your block, so you might as well upgrade that as well.
I want to make a video,
we don't know if that 50 threshold is going to be a thing this year when it comes to blocking the ball.
Because since so many creators, everybody, there's no way you can look at all the creators.
Consistent blocks on small builds.
I want to make a video top 10
when it comes to the speed,
underrated builds.
85, 83, that's where you want to be at, to be honest. Agility, like I said, the lowest you want to be is 80, but a sweet spot maybe 82. I said earlier, between the 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", even at 5'11", 3-point threshold that most people are gonna end up trying to reach like 96, 95, all the way to like 98 or 99. Anything that's like 95 and up, that's where everybody's gonna end up trying. With the build being a shot creator 3-level threat, we're used to seeing this name. Even though there's a lot of unique names in this game, I had a feeling.
Solid build, man. I like your mama build, man. I don't know. I seen EJ build. I guess we can watch Joey 2K. All right, so yeah, Chimama's a builder. I can see he's a build guy. I could tell. Hey, what is this? Dang, Solo crazy. 3-hour video Solo. Oh, okay. He was talking with the people. I was gonna say Chimama is crazy. Yeah.
Okay, guys, take it away.
Downward dog sweater.
All right, so in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a build that I made at NBA 2K25 Community Day that hasn't been possible to make an NBA 2K in a very long time. This is a 7'1" stretch big that gets a 70 ball handle. Let's just cut all the BS out the way. You guys can see it right here. Look at this. 70 ball control on a 7'1" center. I'm playing this so that you guys can see that this isn't no photoshopped image. It is a straight up video that I recorded at Community.
Joey, I'm gonna take your style. I ain't got time to make a crazy thumbnail. And Joey blew the hell up. Joey almost at 40K, y'all. Shout out to Joey. Last time I seen Joey, he was like at 8K. He blew up this year. Shout out to Joey.
Day of a 7'1" center that can get a 70 ball control. Now, with that being said, let's now back up here really quickly. First and foremost, 88 close shot on the build. This is up this high simply because we have our mid-range all the way up to a 93, and we need our 93 mid-range for a badge that we'll get to in just a moment. So the mid-range shot comes up all the way to an 88. That gets you float game on gold, hook specialist on gold. And the weird thing with close shot on NBA 2K25, you can actually get float game with close shots. So that's kind of interesting. For the driving dunk, we're just going to go with the 75. That's kind of a sweet spot.
Let me see. 7'1" ball handle. Oh, so this is what Versace was talking about. Good block, decent pass hack. Or he ain't gonna have no pass hack on his. I mean, this is a solid 7'1", y'all. Not gonna lie to you. Good strength, good vert.
But I hope that can get you the athletic one-handers off one dunk package, and if so, we'll go with the 75 dunk. We get gold aerial, bronze posterizer. Probably will be able to get some decent dunks with the 75 rating. Now for the standing dunk, this is going to be a 90.
This is a good build, Joey.
That's going to get you the elite big man standing contact dunks. We're going to have gold rise up and gold area wizard because of this 90 standing dunk rating. Now moving on to the post control. Post control is going to be an 87. 87 post control is going to get you post fade phenom on Hall of Fame. We also get post up poet on gold. And for the guys that haven't been watching my videos about my footage from Community Day, post up poet basically is dream shake and post spin technician put together in one badge. So if you do post spins, post up poet will activate. If you do anything that does like was dream shake last year, post up poet will activate on that. So very good badge in this year's game from some of the testing that I have done when I was at Community Day. Now for the mid-range shot, we're going to have a 93. 93 mid-range shot is going to get you post fade phenom on Hall of Fame. We're also going to get Deadeye on gold with this build and set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. This is going to be your standstill shooting badge. Even if like you're coming off the dribble, so like
whoa, you get set shot specialist tier 1. He don't get no tier 2, so he can't put tier. He wouldn't be able to upgrade a tier 2 on the shooting. He would just be able to upgrade one of the tier 1s, which he would probably put on set. No, you would want 50. Okay. It's a little bit strategy.
Let's say you do a hop back and then you're just shooting a standstill jump shot. Set shot specialist will pop on that. This will pop up on your.
Like this is like a popper and a finisher inside, y'all. Look at this. I mean, just not crazy on interior, but I mean, offensively, the other center might not be able. The other center might not be able to guard him.
Your catch and shoot shots as well. So this is a very good badge to have, especially on your stretch bigs. We get that on Hall of Fame. And if you want to, you could +1 into legend. So you could +1 Deadeye to Hall of Fame, +1 this to legend if you want to. And then we have an 86 3-pointer on this build now. 86 3-point rating doesn't get you anything in this year's game. I just simply upgraded it to an 86 just to get the maximum shooting rating. Because realistically, you don't need to go any higher than an 83 because 83 gets you Limitless range on bronze. And the next is 89 for silver, which is the tallest height for that is 6'7", if I'm not mistaken. So really good shooting wise, high 3-point shot, high mid-range shot, going to be able to shoot really good against set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. And if you want to, with the max +1 badge perks, you can max +1 this to legend and then max +1 Deadeye to Hall of Fame. I think that would be your best investment for this type of build. But now let's get to the playmaking. Pass accuracy is going to be an 87. Now with that 87 pass accuracy, you're going to get Break Starter on gold, Versatile Visionary on bronze, Dimer on gold, and you're going to get Bailout on bronze as well. And that's a new thing here with the builder on NBA 2K25 is you can actually get Bailout on higher builds than 6'10". Last year, Bailout was height capped to 6'10". This year, you can actually get Bailout on taller players. So we just ended up going with an 87 pass accuracy. You probably could, I'll actually show the second version of this build that I made. You can actually probably go up to 93 pass accuracy and get Break Starter on Hall of Fame. So I'll show that one in just a moment. But the big thing here, fellas, look at this. Yeah, we get 70 ball control on a 7'1" center. Now, the big thing that I want to point out with this is that we don't know what animations this gets us. This could get us poo-poo caca animations for all we know. But I figured I might as well show you guys how this is possible on NBA 2K25. But if you want to make a fun center build to like be able to dribble and whatnot, I don't even have direction. You're loud. 5. The thumbnail was not clickbait, gentlemen. That is a build that you can get. Just make sure get this scrubbed in. Joel Embiid, and we're going to get the build name. Playmaking Stretch 5. The thumbnail was not clickbait, gentlemen. That is a build that you can get on NBA 2K25 on a 7'1" center with 70 ball control. But now let's take a look at another version of the build that I made. It's going to have a little bit less standing dunk, more pass accuracy. Everything else is going to be pretty much the same, so we'll just talk about that first. So 81 standing dunk, I believe, is what you need for the regular big man standing contact dunks, and that also gets you silver rise up. So very similar to last year's game. Same driving dunk on the build. Post control is going to be an 84 once again. I believe that's going to get us post.
I want to see who got the best. See who got the best build. And Joey stuff went stupid this year. 99 3-bit. So he did the let me see what's Kevin Durant. Did I watch it?
Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Bold. Rich.
All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be taking a look at these.
Joey Bills be going stupid, y'all. Like he got 22. He got more than some of your top content creators.
Kevin Durant builds that I made at Community Day.
He still got a 70. Let me see, 87, 80. Pass act is good. 75, 77 ball handle, 72 ball. This is a solid build, y'all. Like I say, Joey making some solid builds. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Laker fan. Dang, Laker fan, how many builds you got? Alright, let's see. Who else y'all got? Who else? I know we got Joey, I like Kingdoms. Joey 2K. Did y'all like I mean, everybody know let's see, the Fitz make a build. I wanna get like the whatchamacallit YouTubers.
Not even gonna waste your time. We finna hop straight into it. Now today I dropped.
Let's go city reveal. Are they doing it tomorrow? Or today? Later today? J-Mac make any shorts? Oh, okay. Alright, so it's Kevin Durant. So he making big builds like Joey. He might have another build tomorrow. Gotta be solid. Let me see. EJ says he not gonna lie, me, Joe Knows, and Melo get 2K24 off it. That's that'd be a fact. Did iPod do something? Let me see, Bill. The iPod didn't go. Did iPod go? Oh, Young Dirk. Let me see what Young Dirk got.
Did you guys know?
I like Young Dirk builds. 99.3 best true. That was yesterday. Let me see what you got, Dirk. Dirk could be having some good builds. Let me see what Dirk got. Then we go check out. I think iPod.
We are back in the builder, creating arguably the best basketball player of all time, LeBron James. I spent over an hour working on this build to replicate LeBron as best as I could. The reason why it took so long is because LeBron's just too good. It's super hard to make a all-around 90+ ratings at every attribute. It's just not possible. So this is what I think represents LeBron the best in NBA 2K25. Position, small forward, height, 6'8", weight 250 pounds, wingspan 7 foot. If you watch LeBron play, and he's been playing like this since about 2016, go back and watch that finals. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Wait, I forgot to tell you guys, I can get you $50 for free if you play with $5 on Prize Picks. They also have 2 free squares with Caleb Williams and Jalen Milroe. They just need to pass for 1 yard, yes, 1 yard, and you win. You're able to 100x your cash just off of your sports knowledge. First thing you're gonna do is pick your sport. I'm gonna go with NFL, but you can mix and match the sports however you please. Then you're gonna pick your category, and again, you can mix and match them however you want. And then you're gonna thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring with the 82 strength to get him the new badge, Physical Finisher on Gold. This badge improves a player's ability to battle through contact and convert contact layups. That's literally a badge made for LeBron James. This 90 driving layup is gonna get us the new layup badge, Layup Mix Master on silver, along with Float Game on gold. And if the floaters are as OP as they were in 24, this build has crazy potential. So we got LeBron's primary source of scoring, the layup. We're gonna leave the close shot as an 80. I like it where it's at. You know, we don't want to waste too much on that. Now for his driving dunk, we're gonna get it to an 87. I know that seems low, but hear me out, hear me out. We're gonna get the contact dunks. We're still getting pro contact dunks off of 2. From the competitive standpoint, as long as we have contacts, that's all that matters. I wish I could put it higher, but to make a very well-balanced LeBron build, we have to sacrifice a little. But trust me, it's worth it. And if you want to tweak it later and do whatever you want with your own LeBron build and put a higher dunk, then it's completely okay. But we got the driving dunk at an 87, vertical 75, and we get posterizer on silver. Now let's go back up to the post control. LeBron is a very good scorer in the post. Now again, we need to balance this build out completely. So we're gonna go with a 79. Why are we going with a 79? Because our mid-range is gonna be 87, which is gonna get us post-fade phenom on gold. Also gonna get us hook specialist on silver, and because we have an 80 close shot, we can definitely take advantage of that. Let's go over the two new post badges that LeBron gets. First is post powerhouse. Strengthens a player's ability at backing down defenders and moving them with drop steps. That seems like LeBron. Post up poet raises the chances of faking out or getting by the defender and making shots when performing
Bill,
moves
you said
in
you're
the
making
post.
it big though, right?
Back to the mid-range, LeBron is obviously a very good mid-range shooter, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, shooting at Community Day, it seemed very easy. I think 87 is more than enough, but we'll have to see till the game comes out. We're gonna get Deadeye on silver, set shot specialist on silver, which is pretty much the new catch and shoot, and then post fade phenom on gold. For the 3-ball, on my LeBron James 2K24 build, we had an 83 pointer. On my 2K25 build, we're going with a 78. Here's how the build's looking so far. I'd say it's representing LeBron pretty well. Drop a like if you agree. Let me know in the comments if you disagree. As I said in my video from last year, I think LeBron is one of the best passers of all time, arguably the best. In my opinion, it's him and then Magic. So we're gonna give him the 85 pass accuracy. This is gonna give LeBron that dimer on gold, the new badge Versatile Visionary on bronze, and this new badge allows for high risk creative passes and alley-oops to be made more successfully. We also have Break Starter on silver and a must needed badge Bailout on bronze, especially for LeBron. For the ball handle, we're gonna go with an 85. This is gonna get us Ankle Assassin on bronze, Handles for Days on silver, Strong Handle, that obviously represents LeBron very well, on gold, and Unpluckable on silver. As for the speed of the ball, we're going with a 75 to get us Lightning Launch on silver. Now this is important, listen to me. I am making a prediction, okay, that all the small guards that all the other YouTubers are posting, including me, I even posted a 5'9" demigod. I think the taller guards are going to be the wave. Just off of my dribble tutorial that I dropped, you'll see like the Magic Johnson crossover. He's a big guard. They just cover more ground. And when I was playing with the NBA players, I just like the bigger players.
I want y'all to look at this, y'all. Look. Imagine. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor or not. Right? Hold on. Can y'all see my cursor? Whoa. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor or not. Right? Can y'all see that on the screen? Let me see. Oh, no, I can't see. Let me see. Let me open it. No, y'all can't see that. Y'all can't see it. I'll just have to share my screen. Anyway, what I'm saying is, in these, like, look how, like, these corners, right? Like, look how much space you have to work with. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's so much space on the perimeter to work with, y'all. You're gonna see a lot of 5-out this year. A lot of 5-out this year. It's like so much. Like Magic is 6'9". Look how he looks on compared to the court. Crazy.
There's more. So my first build's gonna be a 6'8" build. It's not this exact build, but my build is going to be 6'8". Anyway, on to the defense. Let's just call this regular season LeBron. That's where LeBron kind of slacks on D. So, you know, we had to sacrifice the defense.
What up, Fear?
But we still have defense. Don't worry. We have the 74 perimeter, okay? Not that bad. The Challenger, On-Ball Menace, which is the new clamps, Pick Dodger on bronze, Immovable Forcer on silver, Off-Ball Pest on silver. Not bad at all, okay? Especially because we're tall, and they said height matters. So if height does matter, we're tall and long, pause. If height does matter, this is going to be a lot better on defense than a 5'9" with 92 perimeter. We are going to leave the steal as is.
Oh, no steal? Hold on, what do you oh, he ain't got low perimeter.
Fortunately, I know. But we're getting block on a LeBron James build, which is required. And we're getting high flying denier. That's the new chase down on silver. Raise the chance of getting a block when moving at a high speed. That is LeBron James 100% right there, folks. We're also getting the new badge, Paint Patroller, which is basically the new anchor. And this badge protects the rim at a high level. That goes great with the high flying denier. As you know, and like I said, a lot of the guards this year are going to be short. I love these big guards. Players, I just like the big...
Wait. You think the three-pointer is shorter? Fear? Bro, I mean, look at this is a lot of court for somebody to cover. But what I did see that I do like, right? I did see that they got rid of those little hitches, like if you play too far off your man. Like, if you was kind of closer to the paint, remember in 24, if you play too far and you try to get to your dude, they'll give you, like, this little stun hitch animation. When you try to get back to the corner, I didn't see that when I was watching the footage. So, maybe they got rid of that so you can hedge and get back and stuff like that. Because you're going to need to. It's a lot of space for an ISO player to operate on the perimeter, right? Without having somebody helping, right? That's what it looked like to me.
Bigger players more. We're also getting the new 90% sure. We'll see when the game comes out, but I'm like 90% sure. So even though our rebound's not crazy, we're gonna have a massive advantage against the other guards just because of our size. So we're going with a 46 O board, a 53 D board, and if it's like any of the past 2Ks, we should be able to at least box out the other big men for a few seconds while our big can grab the rebound. That's what all the sweats did in the 2v2 wagers. We're going to finish off the build with a 79 speed, 71 agility, 82 strength, and a 75 vertical. This is very important, so please keep this in mind whether you're watching my build videos or any other YouTubers build videos. The game is not out yet. Nobody knows the best possible builds until the game is out and all the best players in the world have played and labbed up the game. Just keep that in mind. Also, you can tweak the build however you please. This is just my personal opinion on the LeBron James build. If you guys want to see my 99 3-ball, 99 steal, and my 99 ball handle build, that video...
60,000 bonus points to stop scrolling and start living. Redeem points for travel with Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Oh, I think it was
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best point guard builds in NBA 2K25 for all modes. I'm going to show you guys one build that is specifically for 3v3 and 5v5, and then another build strictly for 2v2. And I hate to break it to you, but I also found the most toxic post-scoring build on NBA 2K25, and if you guys attributes are going to be going towards, we're an absolute beast. 190 pounds, and the wingspan is going to be 6'6". Starting off with the close shot, we're going to be going with a 79 close shot, and we actually get some decent, and the wingspan is going to be 6. We get silver float game categories. And for the driving layup, we're going with a 7, and we also get silver float game, so we're going to get ones. And for the driving dunk requires. We're going to be, guys, for the mid-range, we're going with a shooter, okay? Unlock consistent from deep build as well. Now, for the pass accuracy on this build, we're rocking with, it requires an 85 pass accuracy, so we're not assassin gold handles for against anyone this year. With that, if I don't use a dribbling, I'm telling you, launch on Hall of Fame, it's going to be pretty good to use.
I told you he ain't got no defense. I told you he can't have no defense from what we've seen today.
And again, I know you guys are going to look at this and be like, what? This build's got no defense. Listen, man, this is primarily for someone who is playing 5 players out there. And I want to give a big 2v2. So if you're a 2s player like me, you primarily play 2s, this is definitely a build you should consider making at the beginning of NBA 2K25. The position goes 6'6". For the weight, go 192 pounds. And the accurate ability you should consider making at the beginning of NBA 2K25. The position goes 6'6". For the up to a 93 animations. You know, free layups. If you're open, you can rocking with an 87, and the 3-pointer is. I want to have a don't get limitless range at silver, which are the twos you don't necessarily need a super high pass accuracy, but starter. And we also get a really. We're gonna put that all the way up to an 80. Rocking with a 56. I know it's not the highest, but I think a 56 can get the job done. And we 87 midi, a 25. To get my hands on it. And we actually get shades of LaMelo Ball and Steve Francis and also De'Aaron Fox. And it says that we have built a 2-way 3-level slasher. This sounds like an old head name, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you guys leave a like if you guys do want that toxic
block on the bid. Hold on. What was his attribute? It's in the way. Bro, get that.
Rocking with an 81, agility. Great defense. You can pluck the ball. You can get rocking with an 81. Agility is going to be an 85, so we can get stops on defense. And the vertical is going to be an 82. And this build is going to be amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And we actually get shades of LaMelo Ball and Steve Francis and also De'Aaron Fox. And it says that we have built a 2-way 3-level slasher. This sounds like an old head name, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you guys leave a like if you guys do want that toxic post-score build. I will show you guys tomorrow if we do hit 1,000 likes.
Imagine they put.
I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I hope you guys enjoy this one.
I think they said.
I'm gonna see you guys in the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.
I think it was like a 92. I think somebody said it was a 92 in one of their videos. Terrible build, but I heard defense on the perimeter is still terrible. You might be right, Fear. I definitely want my perimeter up. Hope not. I don't know. Like I said, when I get in the builder, y'all, I'ma look. What is this? I'm the last of my kind. We gonna test some of these badges and attributes out to see how it look. Let's see who else got something. See, sometimes the problem with sometimes the problem with Laker fan, he's a comp style player.
All right, what's up, y'all? It's Laker fan.
So he might be thinking specifically for comp. What's the stretch big? 6'11". See, you see what I'm saying? Like some people might try to dunk. He looking at. I'm just a straight popper. Is this a stretch like a 4? Okay, he got 80 rebounds. No, I don't like this one. I don't like this one, Laker. Yeah, who else we got, y'all? Let's see. I guess I'm looking more for like red threes builds. Did I like twins build?
Or if I can green this 82, so I can get a lot of the
7 foot, 80, 70, interior pass accuracy 78.
Badges are tied in together.
Okay, so he got high strength. I like twins build. I like this one. What y'all think about the? I don't like this agility though. Did he get it up? Let me see. Nah, I don't. No perimeter. I seen one with perimeter. Whose build we seen that had perimeter? Was that Joey 2K's with perimeter? I like it. You get 92, 93 block. Maybe if you drop the block a little bit, get the perimeter up. I like it overall. He got post control. He got standing dunk. He got shooting. He got a high wingspan. I like it. I just think this is slow, y'all. This is definitely for 5. I think he said it's for 5. See, he put his steal up. He put his steal up. He said, I think it's better if they do, Fierce, I think it's better if they do the build system like Elden Rings. Remind me, I played Elden Rings like 2.5 years ago. I beat it, then I stopped playing it. After I beat, what's her name with the M? I forgot her name. That's how long it's been since I played it. Who else we got? Brother G. Solo. Did we look at Solo build? It's getting late, y'all. I'm gonna have to go to sleep. So, he not Solo DF, but if I put Solo DF, it's gonna bring him up. All right, what do you give us first? How to create? It's a walking bucket.
Oh, I missed our bed.
And this morning, we've got troubling
I'm looking for like
reports of
some,
bed
you know,
bug
like
outbreaks across the U.S.
Oh, well, I see the 6'5". 6'4".
When bed bugs show up.
Cool.
Subscribe right now if you're making a guard build on day 1 on the Wingspan in a second, because you're a 3-pointer to get that 94-3.
Oh, he made him big. Okay. Why you didn't put no strength on him if you made him 225?
3-point, and just.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Why if you made him 225, why you didn't put the strength up? Maybe I'm tripping.
Standing dunk packages. So if you have like, you know, a
drive and dunk, mid-range 3-point, okay. Pass act. Most people got the 70 pass act. Ball handle 90.
39 standing dunk, you're gonna get nothing. But if you get that 40, which is very cheap, and it was like this last year, you're going to get standing dunk. So this is the final build. It's crazy. 89 dunk. We're gonna get contacts. 94-3. We can dribble. We could play defense with a 90, which would give us an 104. You know what I'm saying? But at level screen with the shades and the you have created whatever build name. We got Lillard, Kevin Johnson, Emmanuel quickly for our shades, and we have built a 2-way 87 driving dunk with a 75 vertical to get the. Look at that gold unpluckable. Are a little bit harder to make. They just are. You don't. There's at least there's that. Then we're gonna go to 5 ball handle, lower speed.
So 85, 80 agility, 85 steal, 92 ball handle, 71 ball, 89. It's balanced. It's balanced. It's not bad. It's not bad. What y'all think about this build, y'all? What y'all think about this 6'6"? He got block. He got interior. He got perimeter. He got steal. He got speed. He got agility. He don't have as much strength, but you probably can't get that 75. Got a high 3-pointer, a decent mid-range, good free throw. I like this build. The pass act is a little low, right? We might have to finesse some things and get this to like a 78, but good ball handle, good speed with ball. It's a solid build. Did you see Nell-Nell's 2-way sharp? No, Dallas. Let me check that one out. Nell-Nell. Let me check that one out. I like this one. I like Solo 6'6". The 6'3", not so much. He got another build in here. What's this? 2-way 3-level shot creator.
But
that's more like my
there
build.
Are some
I'm not gonna lie.
in the game, but I care more about the stats as far as Solo saying a 5 foot.
Oh, it's the 5'9".
Get a crazy.
Let me see. Nell-Nell. Shout out to Nell-Nell. Y'all go.
Get dunked on!
The alien. What's this? 7-1. Did somebody make a 7-3? Ooh, 2-way point sharp. Did somebody make a anybody make a 7-3 today? I don't want no small. Is this a small guard? Anybody make a 7-3?
Hey, your jaws! Oh my! What's good? You twisted boy now that we're back with another
wingspan,
a 6'0" wingspan. Your close shot. So you see, I got a high rate. So let mix go up a lot with your shooting. So you're going to have 94 in gold limitless range. You know, last year you got a silver limitless range. You had a 94-3. Now you got gold limitless range. I feel like Hammer, break starter, versatile visionary. It's gonna give me all the base Hall of Fame lightning launch. Let me know. The build not cheating, bro. I have a 93.
Hey, this build kind of tough. hey, this build kind of tough. This build kind of tough.
I will dunk on your mother, bro. Not
even. And what he say? He gonna put the cap breakers on it, probably, huh? Oh my gosh. Now the agility, I don't know. We could change that around, but overall,
I'll shoot from the next county, bro. The next country. I'll shoot from Africa, bro. 92 ball handle. I'm breaking your ankles. I can dribble. I can compete.
How'd he finish it?
This was a friend. This not cheating, bro.
I like this build.
People like to slash like me. Look at this badge. Look at this takeover I'm in. Above the rim, bro, you're gonna have a 99 driving dunk once you get to level 2. Once you get to level 2, you're gonna have a 99 driving dunk. I'll rip. Another thing I want to talk about is cap breakers. I keep forgetting to talk about that, bro. Once you get cap breakers, you're gonna be able to upgrade your build's attribute points, bro. I think you get it to at least +5. So you get a 93 driving dunk. You get them cap breakers, you get your driving dunk to 98. And you'll be able to get all the animations and attributes from having a 98 driving dunk. So I'm gonna put that out there as well.
6'3", he got a 99 driving dunk. He got a 94 3-pointer. He got good steal, good ball handle, right? He got the limit on the pass act. I mean, he got a little interior, but you know, they might pick on him a little bit. I just wish the agility was a little higher. But I like this build though. For an offensive build with some defense, he's gonna be able to get in the lanes. Like he could take this steal down probably a little bit and put it up in other places. But overall, I like the template for this build. And look how many takeovers he's able to get. Oh my God. Because you got to think about it, like on the physicals though, he could probably pick something to get his physicals up. Yeah, this build tough.
Same for the 3-point shooting and all that.
And so this is called a two-way shot?
You're eventually going to be able to work for them cap breakers and get his attributes up even more. So I'm going to put it out there. But look at this, bro. Above the rim. When you get on it, you know what I'm saying? You want to lean for the DC, you get a 99 mid-range where you hit level 5. But keep in mind, level 5 take a long time to get to. All right, level 4, level 5. But most of y'all people going to be out. So look at level 2 and level 3 dunk. 92 ball handle. What here? Kevin Johnson, Damian Lillard, and De'Aaron Fox. The shades of are always bad. I'm not gonna lie. They never have good shades of. Like I'm really Michael Jordan with this build. 2A inside out ISO creator. Look how long that name is. This already a rare build, bro. Already. But
I want a 7-3. Anybody got a 7-3? Who did a 7-3? Trying to see Spider build. Anybody did a 7-3? Need more strength. It's going to be hard to get strength on a guard, a small guard build. It's going to be hard to get strength. 3-pointer can go down to 90. I don't know. I think you want that gold. You want that gold. You want those badges. He said, if you ain't like that, please don't make that build. I think a lot of guards gonna make that build. I mean, cause that guard build, you're gonna be able to score. You're gonna be able to score. You're gonna be able to pass. Only thing you're not gonna be able to do is maybe defend inside. He said, I don't like the looks of the big man shooting. Which one? He said, if you play with randoms, please don't make that build. If you can't dribble, don't make this build. I mean, you can't dribble with a 92. I'm sorry. You know, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what you're doing if you can't dribble with a 92. Let me see. Let me see what you said, True. Oh no, definitely ain't for everybody. I don't think there is a build for everybody though. People gonna have to figure out how they gonna move. He said, I don't know how to look to the big man shooter. What you mean, True? There's a 7-1s can shoot. All the bigs can shoot. I'm trying to see who else. Danny 2K. I don't know what that is. Let me see. I'll go back here. 2K25. Let's see who posts on. All the best build. 99 pass Jokic. DEFCON is a little, I think, monotone, but let's see what he got.
What's good, y'all? We are back with the very first build of NBA 2K25, man. I'm super here. We built a 3-level scoring playmaker. I know it's just low. I feel like that was already a badge.
See, look, man. See, look. True, you got some shooting. 86, 80, midi. Standing 81. Okay, you min-max. I don't know about no perimeter. What's his? Okay, old board. He went for old board. 70 speed, 91 strength. So he just. I feel like you can get perimeter though. Oh, because he went high pass act. This is a Jokic build. Okay. You could drop that. This is a good template. You could drop this. Right? If you want to. Yeah, you could drop this. And get your interior and perimeter up. And you probably want your block up a little bit too. I don't know. We gotta check and see how big man in the paint is. That's all right. All right. I don't think we. Let's see what Demi got. Let's see if he redeemed himself. I don't want to see that.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces?
All right, let's check this one out. No, he said contact dunks, meaning cap breakers. You saw EJ Bill with that 7-1 wingspan? Saw EJ Bill, I don't know, drop that pass down to 75. Which one? Which one, Fear? Which build you talking about? Have I seen EJ build? I think I seen it earlier. Let me check it out. I'm gonna check it out in a second. All right, let me see. So you got drive and dunk, 3-pointer, pass act, high perimeter, decent. Still. I like this build. This is a solid build, Demi. This is a solid build. This is a solid build. All right, Demi, you redeemed yourself. This is how they lock build. This is how I like build. I like this one.
This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're going to talk about my potential lockdown build for NBA 2K25, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, as like up the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your noti gang for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so quick things I want to point out. Obviously, when I was making this, we're doing recording, so this is gonna be a lot of pause and stopping, but when I was making this build, I did not know the animations, right? What animations I was able to get from this, like layup animations or driving dunk animations and that type of sort. I do now have that, okay? So I now have it, so I'm able to tell you what I'm able to get with that 84 driving dunk. When I was making this build back in Community Day, I was doing it because I wanted to make sure I at least had LeBron James dunk package, okay? So that was something that was very big to me because we all know how good LeBron James dunk package was in NBA 2K24. The good thing is that it's still, you're still able to get Clyde Drexler with the 84 driving dunk. You're still able to get LeBron James might tweak it a little bit to get the 85 driving dunk to get Scottie Pippen, right? But for the most part, by going 83, I get limitless on. Do not know what jump shots are unlocked. Right, my strength is an 84. Okay. Let me go back a little bit. There we go. All right. So as you see right here, I have an 80 block. The 80 block will give me a get this still up badge, edge and glove. Okay.
Because if you get a takeover that allows you to get your speed
at a 96. Up, so you Roger. Again, guys, I'm trying to make sure I get challenger, on ball legendary. Some might add breakers to start 3. So you got to code to player in. So I'll do that. I get a 75 pass limitless to that. So just ahead. All right. So never mind. I'm tripping. So I did go 75 with my pass accuracy. That's pretty dope that I had enough to be able to do that. So just to try to wrap this up, because I want to be long-winded, you get the 84 driving dunk, which will give you all those dunk animations. You get the 45 standing dunk, give you the basic standing dunk animations. The 83 3 ball, which will give you bronze limitless, which again, you can upgrade that bronze limitless to silver, because that will probably be a tier 2, and that's what I would do. I will upgrade my 3 points, my limitless to silver on that. Okay, so I'll do that. I get a 75 pass accuracy, which is going to be really big. I don't think that 75 pass accuracy does anything. Let me see. By having a 60 defensive rebound, I do get bronze rebound chase. I'll make sure I catch it. I missed it. All right, let me try to go back. I get rebound chaser on bronze and post. Oh, and of course you see as locks as you build name comes out to be. Not trying to be long-winded here with y'all. I feel like this is gonna be one of the best locks. As you know, I've been playing lock for a while. Oh, and of course you see the takeovers that you can get.
So 3&D gives you 3-pointer, perimeter, and agility.
The 3&D, you got a 3-pointer, 3-point shot boost, and perimeter defense boost. I did drop a video earlier today on all the takeovers, so you definitely want to check that out. So I'm not gonna go through all that, but this is going to be my lockdown for NBA 2K25. Maybe a little attribute here or there being changed, but nothing really changed from 24. Like, this is basically the same lockdown build from 24. It's called Defensive Minutes.
I like that. I like that build. If your guys say you don't need a high steal, you don't need an 87. Maybe. Yeah, you only need 87. Like, so you could drop it a little bit. King Doom 6'5" might be you all the way. 6'5" might be broken. I don't know. I got King Doom. I like his builds. I got his builds too. All right, let's go EJ. Remember, you want to lock, right? The 87 steal really ain't gonna do nothing if the guard you're going against got Hall of Fame. What you're gonna have to, if you're gonna do 87 steal, it needs to be kind of like you off ball. You're not on ball. Like, you make a lock on ball, you're gonna want a high steal. Just because who you going up against is probably gonna have at least gold. Unpluckable maybe. Depends on the build that they're using. So like I said, when you make a build, you want to kind of look at what position you're gonna be playing and who you're gonna be playing against. You said EJ? I want to say I seen his build earlier.
I'll give.
Yo! What's good? What up, bro? All right. Close shot, bro. Oh, you want perimeter defense? This is where it gets really good. This is where that lock badge come in at. Put that perimeter defense on a 92. On a 91, I mean 91. Now the steal is gonna go up. You're gonna get glove and intercepted on half. Okay? You gonna get that glove on Hall of Fame. Care the strength. He's 6'4", gang. And ain't interior defense. Interior defense. I'm not handle on a shot. Free throw ain't got your 3-pointer up.
He don't even do you shifty shooter?
Me, I went the opposite because I like.
He don't even get mini. Nah, he don't even get mini marksman. At 6'4". Oh, crap.
New Natrol time-release melatonin supports sleep through the night by minimum.
Yo! All right, look, before we get started into the build, just know that we went to community. Great build to make day one of NBA 2K25. You know, give him some more length on his arms, you know what I'm saying? So range on a 92. Now, remember.
Yeah, he don't even get many marks, man.
Remember, when the game drop, you can put your three-pointer up, and you can put the. You're gonna get glove and intercepted on half. Okay.
Okay.
You gonna get that care speed 90. Put your speed on the 90. Now that's where now you do need speed. Agility, that's off ball. As y'all can see, agility is without the ball. Agility is without the ball. Okay, but speed, you need call a screen. Be able to. It's gonna be. You only got a 91, 99. We getting these caps unlock more glove. Bro, manually have to activate your takeover this year. I got clinic. I got dribble wizard.
I like the build. Like you said, I don't think you need that high of a steal, and put that in your three-pointer. Put that in your three-pointer. You say, what drug that AD be taking? I need that. You say 65? I mean, I don't see the reason to go 6'5" other than max. I like Spiel's. If you're going max shooting and you want to be as tall as you could be, 6'5" makes sense.
If it's not highlighted, I don't got it. But I got finesse, I got flash, I got mirror. My bad. That's just a song. I got the claw. Gang, I'm telling you, bro, this build is before. Bro, my ISO lock beat.
Solid. 6'4" is not the new 6'6". Oh, who else we got? Oh no, I got one more. You see anybody else fear? Anybody else you seen today that you was like, yeah, that's solid? Is it EJ thinking like it's 2K24? He might be. He might be. I mean, who else went that we don't know about that? Who else went that we don't know about that do? Let's see what Stacks got.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Get NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
Hey! Once the game comes elite at, we're not an elite defender, but we are. This time, here we go. All right, so we got on-ball minutes.
Hey, this is a tough build. Stacks.
Oh, and then like I said, like I still got some points that I could.
Hey, this is a tough. He's gonna need to bring his interior up, but this is a tough build.
Put other places. I can still, like I said, I'm thinking about getting that 60 strength so I get physical finisher on bronze, but again, not sure if that badge is even worth getting. I like, you know, no dead eye. So I put my my mid range at 92 to get that.
I thought he had past that. You gotta get your interior up. Still, you can't get no board. You got high speed, decent. Yeah, but the A4 driving though, you don't need it.
I knew it was something I did. Then I was just messing around with this right here. I maxed out my speed, but like I said, I might just use a cap breaker to get my speed maxed out. And you see free throw 71. So we just messed around with it a little bit. And this was my comparisons. Brandon Miller is a straight up bucket. he's not Kevin Durant, but these are the people that anger. I remember people, and I think that is great when it comes to making my build. I'm my court a little. What it is with me, man.
It's not a bad build. A few things I would change, but not bad. You say Brother Jones, Kingdom, and Brother Jones just need rebound and vertical. If he lowered that mid-range a bit, yeah, like he was on the right track. If he just lowered that mid-range a bit, because I don't think you need it that high. Let's see what Brother Jones did. I'm gonna skip around a little bit, y'all. Getting sleepy. Let's see what all he put. He gave lockdown.
Lockdowns, we back. You know what time? Something activates at 80. Which one is it?
Driving layup. 68. 75. Okay. 92, 94, 91. Okay. Okay, Brother Jones. You got my attention.
Post lockdown activates at 82. So if you wanted to cap break it, add 5 cap break. Ooh, is that bad math? No, that's good math. 5 cap breakers. You'll get 82 interior D. Okay? You can cap break this if you want to. You'll get silver post lockdown. Remember that. Okay? I'm showing everything. I'm showing all the stat lines. W. Jones. I didn't think I did this, but a good thing I did. Because the second build I didn't. I ran through that joint. I think I was meant to show this one first. Gold Challenger. 95 gives you Hall of Fame. You can't get a 95. Yeah, if you see right here, we can't get it. Perimeter D 94, we can't get it. So, yeah, unfortunately, we can't get it on this build, man. That was the max. We not getting that on this one. Immovable gold. Let me see. Let's see it. This is more of a. It depends what the meta is, but immovable gold will stop any slasher rim runner. Ain't happening on you. It ain't happening on you. Let's keep it rolling. Off-ball pests, we got it, Hall of Fame. W. Steel, we got interceptor. Remember, I said earlier, I talked to a few people. They said they couldn't get no glove animations. But you can do bump stick 6.
I like this one. Say never mind. You might try because it's strength low.
Protects the rim at a high level. You need 77 and 93 block. Oh, but we can get it. We can get it if we cap break block. You see what I'm saying? You see how all this go together? Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, go together.
What's this called?
On the hybrid. It's the same one, and then we're gonna be called a what? What we call? A versatile stopper.
I like the name.
Is that a new name? You probably. I think it was a thought name. It's a new thought name. I kept getting this name no matter what I was doing. So I initially did this, but I realized I don't got no speed. On it. Just do the little max 1. That's bad math. You need 6. Did I say 8 earlier? You need 6 perimeter. But if you do this right here, you'll have a 99 perimeter.
I like the 6'8".
Probably like a 97 steal.
I like the 6'7".
NBA.
I know what he was trying to do.
In this video, we gonna free throw. We leave whatever. Better shoot. Then you gonna be like 3. So I put it back down because there's no point because I can't get it higher anyway. So I'm just looking for somewhere to put these extra points that actually will matter. That's what I'm doing at this point. Okay? What you want to do to it? Remember this. Remember this when you're making these builds and looking at these templates that we made at Community Day. All right, these are all sample builds. All right, let me see. I think I added more layup. Oh, we added more layup. Okay, what did more layup give us? Bow gave us layup mix matcher, float silver, aerial wizards gold. Jamal, I mean it's close enough, Brody. It's close enough. You know what we trying to do. Shot creating 3 level threat.
I give him KD.
It's basically what this KD is, man. And
I'll give him KD on that one. I'll give him KD on that one. You right, Fear. Cold name, not thought name. I like Brother Jones build. I didn't like that 6'7" he had, but I like that one. I like that one. All right, y'all. Appreciate you, Fear. Appreciate everybody coming through. I got to go to sleep because I got to work in the morning. I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all go to sleep too. And I will post a video on what I seen the top 10 underrated builds tomorrow. And then we'll chop it up again tomorrow. Cause we got the park. We got park news tomorrow. So we'll chop it up and talk about park and see how y'all feel about that. What do you say, Fear? I might look at that go to Kyrie dribble moves that I seen on your page. Oh, the Kyrie dribbles moves? Okay. Tonio? Oh, Tonio. Oh, Tonio that you just seen? It'll be solid. All right, True. All right, Fear. Appreciate everybody in the chat. We'll be back on it tomorrow. I'll try to work on a video. Put that out. And then we're going to be back here tomorrow. We're going to talk about park news and if anybody drops any other builds that we want to see, because they're going to be dropping builds tomorrow. So we're going to do the same thing tomorrow. Y'all give me some feedback on builds that y'all might see, because it's a lot of content creators. I don't know them all. So we're going to all do a collaborative effort and see what we feel like the best. So when we come next Wednesday, we're going to be ready. Yeah, city news. You're right, Fear. I don't know what I said. I'm getting tired. All right, y'all. Y'all be easy. Have a great rest of your night, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace, y'all.